Hey guys and gals, Joe here. Grab your tea, favorite spirit, or smoke and enjoy Thump, the podcast about everything yet nothing at all. Dirty is the undisputed genius and king of Lawnland on YouTube, crowned the king for calling out the dumbasses who saw themselves as stars, earning him an army of loyal followers. Armed with his sharp intellect, this mofo fearlessly took down these idiots. With every video, he dissected the flawed practices and debunked myths in a manner that left his viewers in awe. Also, Dirty has a passion that fuels his creativity and energy, surfing. When he's not sharing his knowledge with the masses, you can find Dirty riding the waves. Dirty's genius, combined with his commitment to enlightening and entertaining his viewers, has undeniably made him the reigning king of Lawnland on YouTube. Dirty continues to reign as the supreme mofo, captivating audiences with his intense wit, vast knowledge, and unquenchable thirst for excellence. His primary focus is on 100 acres he and his business partner are developing into a venue. Float, who also works in the lawn care and pressure washing industries, is the sensational sapsucker from Alabama. This finned extraordinaire isn't just any old fish. No, sir. Float happens to be the crowned king of fishing, a title he earned with his impeccable sapsucker rodcasting skills and uncanny ability to outsmart even the smallest of aquatic creatures. But Float isn't just about reeling in the big ones and boasting about his trophy catches. Oh no, he's got a little something extra up his scaly sleeve. When he's not dominating the fishing scene, Float is busting a move and wiggling his worm on social media platforms. Yes, this fantastic fish has some seriously smooth moves and isn't afraid to show them off to his adoring fans. With his viral dance videos, Float spreads joy and laughter far and wide. From the electric minnow slide to the boogie brim shuffle, his repertoire is guaranteed to keep you hooked and fin tapping for more. But what truly sets Float apart from the rest is his heartfelt motto, love always wins. In a world where finning and fishing for likes can take center stage, Float reminds us all that love, kindness, eating crappy food, that Dirty sends him, and a good old belly laugh can triumph above all else. So let's all take a lesson from this incredible sapsucker, and remember to spread love and joy wherever we go, just like Float, the fishing king with moves that would make even the salmon blush. Get ready, mofos. Thump Podcast will soon begin. And remember, love always wins.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Cruz, Mike, Andrew? What's going on? Hey, Cruz, thanks for sending me some of those waterproof Depends, man. Glad you discovered those while you were out there wandering around in the creeks looking for gold. They really do help, man. So when I got to pee, I just go, and then I don't have to worry about peeing on sharks or anything like that, man. Greatly appreciate that. How's everybody doing tonight? Float's not with us tonight. He may come into the chat. He's Float's actually graduating from high school tonight. Vigil for Virgil. But no, one of his relatives is, of course, and it's I can't remember who it is. I can't remember if he even told me, but it's he or she is one of 400 people graduating tonight. Man, that's a lot of people be graduating from school. And although my graduating class wasn't too much smaller than that, but that's still a lot of people. Especially if your last name falls on the back end of the alphabet. Right, we must protect our environment. That's right, man. I don't want to pollute the waters, man. I want to be able to take that stuff at least back to the trash can and dump it, man. I see a dirty dump. Dirty dump. What's everybody doing tonight? Cruz, you working or you out fishing for gold? I gadgeated once. What's up, Carlo? What's going on? And of course, if y'all read the title, we have some special guests coming up tonight. And we truly and genuinely did have some dialogue with Howie Mandel and his daughter Jackelyn Shultz, and I think it was rather funny. It was rather humorous, and we'll show that video here real soon. Andrew, don't go away. What's up, Matt? Don't go too far. I'll send you a link for the weather in just a little bit. We get an update on that, and actually, we'll kind of free ball it tonight in just a minute here, and anybody wants to come up, they can come up. And trying to get old Willie up here to share some news. What's everybody else in here? What's going on? We got six. Hey, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That always helps. But we'll get into some detailed conversation as well. It's going to rain forever. Man, we actually had a tornado warning right before dinner just a couple hours ago. Maybe not even a couple hours ago. It's an up and down weather forecast, yeah. And it got pretty sketchy around here. The tornado wasn't too far away. I don't know how much of a tornado it was, but there was one around. And so it's rare that they it started back in what's called Plantersville, back off the coast. It's rare that they show up on the coast because the temperatures are weird, I guess. I don't know. I know meteorologists, but they love, I think I said this on the last live stream, they love to spawn once they get out of the ocean where it really hits a drastic temperature change and those clouds start spinning around. And usually on any given day where there's a thunderstorm, if you're sitting out, if you're watching over the horizon on the ocean, you can see a funnel cloud, AAK, ocean tornado off in the distance somewhere. Monday, 97 and 200. Got tore up by the river there. Nice. Hey, that's better than nothing. Yeah, Andrew, it's rare around here. Bad thing is when they do show up on land, it's usually really bad. They're either nothing, and you might have just a funnel cloud with no touchdown, or if it touches down, it's very minute and very fast. If it's either that or it's like F3, F4, whatever the big boys are. It's either nothing, something that could barely tear a shingle off, or it's going to tear houses down for about 6 miles. And last time we had any bad ones was it's been a while, but they all touched down on one island and just wreaked havoc on the houses. Just almost every house on the island was just wrecked. It was crazy. You see what happened in Texas with the fuel bars? No, I missed that, man. I've been busy. I have not touched down on the news much at all. What Carlos say? One day it's just started raining. Lieutenant Dan was angry. It didn't stop for days. Man, there's a lot of people from that little beltway from northern Texas and kind of through the Midwest and hooking up towards Ohio, Pennsylvania, and then up into the Northeast, man. It ain't stopped raining if you're in that little line. It's crazy, man. Ohio and Pennsylvania have been getting dumped on, man. Big time. Do something real quick. Yeah. Sure will allow that. Carlo, where are you? I can't remember where you're at. Fuel barge hit a bridge and it's leaking near Galveston. Good God, another one. Pelican Bridge partly collapsed. What is with these bargies? What is with these people? It's crazy. It's cray-cray. Getting some things set up here as people come in, checking out the world of what's going on around here. And done with that and back at y'all. All right. Wifey said her flight was delayed 3 hours between Charlotte and Chicago today. Yeah, well, you got to go right through all that. And man, it was firing up today, man. I looked at the radar this morning because it looked like it might rain. I was like, of course it's about to rain because I'm about to go to work. And it rained a good bit yesterday. But there was a lot of rain around, but it held off and it started raining, I guess, about 7:30, something like that. But between here and there, it's nothing but thunderstorms. It's not just rain, it's storms. Must have been the same guy from Baltimore. Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it? I mean, good God, man. I think Galveston just got an idea because they needed a new bridge too. And they're like, hey, we'll give you $3 million for you to go lose your pilot license and hit that bridge over there. So the government has to come build us a new one now. I might think about it too. We got good thunder boomer about same time. Yeah, weather-wise, you're really not far away. I mean, if it's a small thunderstorm, we might have different experiences, but typically this massive stuff, you and I are pretty much getting kind of the same thing. Close enough to it 9 times out of 10. Anyway. Andrew, y'all getting a lot of rain up there in the hills? I didn't check up there at all today. I just didn't need to. I'm not going up there till next weekend if it stays dry. You know, that's a big if. It's a big ask these days because, you know, that's what it does best up there in the mountains. And in the summertime, it rains. And it rains constantly. But we'll wait for some people to get in here and we'll share our conversation and with Howie Mandel. I like him, man. He's a good comedian. It's and I like it because he's not scared to catch a little bit of flack from the woke. You know, he's not afraid to keep being a comedian, you know, and if you upset somebody, well, you know, that's your problem. Same thing I like about Dave Chappelle and some others too. They're like, you know what? Y'all ain't killing our career. You kiss my ass. Which is fine by me. I think a lot of people have woken up to the wokeisms that are out there. You know, it's a lot of people that were on that side of the aisle looking around and going, you know what? We might have been wrong. It's time to do something else and get away from this bullshit. Which is a good thing, you know. It only helps for people to wake up and look around and go, oh, it is these freaks over here that are trying to take away every damn right we got, and the only people that are right are them. You know, you can't debate with them. You can't even have a reasonable conversation. You have an opposing opinion. Let's say you have facts. All they can do is just lose their fucking mind, you know? And out of nowhere, you're instantly racist, Trumpist, you're an ist. The list goes on and on forever, man. Drives me crazy. That's why I'm glad that Henley graduated when he did this year. It's I think some of this shit's just now getting crazy with these stupid kids and these riots over a war. If they're so damn disturbed about it, why don't they go over there and pick up arms? You won't see it happen. But that maybe if they're that pissed off, that's what they need to go do. It's just baffling, this bullshit that they will come up with and protest and it just, like at Duke. I read something in the news over the weekend that there were there was a handful of graduates from Duke over the weekend that walked out on graduation because Jerry Seinfeld was there. It's like they're mad because a Jewish person that supports Israel is giving their commencement speech. Now, the biggest thing I have with this is the fact that, well, they knew the speaker long before they walked up and sat down to get their diplomas. Why even come? So you can look like a dick and go, oh, I'm walking out on Jerry Seinfeld. No one gives a shit. I'm sure Jerry Seinfeld didn't give a shit either. He's probably laughing at the whole damn thing. UVA students protested the governor at graduation. It's just, they're idiots. They are flipping idiots, man. Just because they don't even know what, none of us have any clue what is really going on over there. Not a clue. We can take an educated guess, but we don't know. We can choose a side, but we don't know. But they're over there protesting like they know what's going on. They know what is actually happening. Palestinians are being killed. Well, they've been popping off Israelis for a long time. So there's that. And Israel's just had enough, and they're like, fuck everybody. What you gonna do? And was it Yemen that tried to throw in some missiles on them, and Jerusalem laughed by that? I forget what they call it, but it's their anti-missile, the dome thing. They sent that thing off, and it was like, yeah, eat a dick. Good luck trying to hit us, dumbasses. And I haven't read anything since, so I'm guessing they might have given up on trying to do any more strikes. And as far as I can tell, I haven't seen any news about any further actions on it. But like I said, I don't pay much attention to what the mainstream is trying to spew out to me. Ron, what's up, man? How you doing? I meant to text yesterday, but I thought, well, I'll just wait here. Waiting on Willie to show up. Tell Willie to get his ass in here, Ron. I'll send him 2 texts. It's your turn. Go grab your Oreo cookie. Pick up your phone and go, hey, Will. Dirty said, get your fucking ass in the chat. The Iron Dome. Yeah, that's it. And they, they've had to use that before, but what I can tell, never anything on the scale that they used. It was at the beginning of April or whenever it was. So they thought they were going to send some hardcore bombs into Israel. Well, that didn't happen. But what bothers me is why aren't they as upset over with Russia or anybody else? Is it or the Ukraine? Why aren't they protesting? Why do they got to pick this one over there? it just baffles me that these people think they know what they're talking about. They think they know history. They think they know current politics and situations, and they have no freaking clue. Not a clue as to what's going on. And these dipshits, and my son has said this before too, because he obviously being on a college campus, runs into them from time to time. And he's like, these people just believe the first thing that someone tells them that they want to hear. They take it as fact because someone validated their thoughts. The validation of their thoughts makes it fact. They don't fact check anything. And it trips me out, man. We've got DuckDuckGo, Google, and whatever. Hell, Ask Jeeves might be still around. I don't know. But there's 1,000,001 ways to get information and detailed information and fact check things. And these village idiots don't do it. They just listen for the answer they're looking for. And once they get it, that's validation for what they believe as being fact. And they run with it. And everybody else is a dumbass. It's pretty ridiculous. It's been a while since they used the Iron Dome before this. Yeah, it's been a hot minute, but it's been used before. I do know that. I know there's a vigil for Virgil. Which camera am I on? I don't know. Anyway. And I asked Ron how he's doing. He don't say shit. Unless he went to following orders, like I asked him to tell Will to get his ass in here. But yeah, man, all that stuff's just starting to get on my mind really heavy. And it's because I'm tired of so much fucking dumb shit. Vigil for Virgil, that's right. Hashtag. It's just really starting to eat at my core is the stupidity. I stopped listening to it, observing it in any shape, form, or fashion. Shortly after, COVID went crazy with all the rioting in the streets and stuff, because it just pissed me off, man. I was like, you motherfuckers just need to go, cancel culture kicked in. And I was like, man, I need to stop watching because, if this shit sits in my head long enough, I'll punch the shit out of somebody that just brings that crap up to me. And I just need to step away from it. So my brain's not so in tune with it and keeping current with the anger about it. And but now that elections coming around, it's time to start paying attention to. You got to pay attention to the stupidity, and there's some on both sides. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you're right about that. 585 Washington leaders and Hunter Biden. It's just amazing how much evidence there is to the bullshit that they've done. And there ain't no special counsel going after their ass. I mean, I think there likely is, but you don't hear anything about it, which is sad. I don't know. They put any COVID programming, but they might, maybe they did. Who knows? Ron, doing good. I did text Will. Thank you very much. Tell Will what's up for us, Ron. Hopefully Will get his ass in here. When you tell him himself, damn dipshit. Not you, the dipshit. Will's the dipshit. But anyway, before we get too much further, I know Float might watch this on the back end, so there's a few of you in here. Wish or say happy graduation to. I'm guessing it's a niece or nephew that's graduating, because his kids have graduated long ago. So hopefully they'll make it through it just fine, because there's a bunch of rainstorms around him too. Of course, it may be indoors. I don't know. My brain just always goes to outside for graduation, because mine was, Henley's high school graduation was, Henley's college graduation was. So, my brain immediately goes to thinking that all graduations are outside. Hold on. Oh, I already talked about that. Never mind. Yeah, my bad for the moment of silence. Floats out feeding his pet fishes in the pond so he can re-catch it. He put tracking devices on Carlo. I also heard that there's the Birmingham Zoo wants to ask him a few questions about some of their missing fish as well. Maybe he's not at a graduation. Maybe they caught his ass. That could have happened. You never know. He got a leash on him. I'm sure he's probably put an electric fence around it and everything. He's got them all cornered and quarantined where he can just and land right on them. Keeps them hungry so they bite. All 4 of them. He's got 4 bass in varying sizes and a brim. Look what I got. He won't be fishing there much anymore, if at all, because that's where that DNR person rolled up on him and gave him a ticket for being there. After, what did he say, 27 years? Something like that. A ridiculous amount of time. Yeah. He's got small, medium, large, extra large, and a brim. He's got 5 fish. I think he even took him to that lake last time. Chilling out, hanging out. Talking to that dude on the bank very suspiciously. He walks over there by the dam. He walks around the lake, can't catch anything. He gets back over there by the boat ramp, throws his line in the water. He miraculously catches a fish. I'm sure that fish was weighted down in a cooler over there, and he just hooked it up and reeled it in and said, "Hey, look, guys, got a fish." I'm sure that's how it went. But let's Andrew, you ready to do some weather? Let's do some weather, man. We'll do a little bit of weather. Them feds are watching. The federales are after his ace. Sent messages afloat. What you talking about, man? Here you go. This is for Andrew, y'all. Come on up, Andrew. We do the weather. If you want to. If you's ready. We're talking about all this rain we got going on. Then we'll talk. And then we got shit. And we'll get into the Howie Mandel thing right afterwards. So stay tuned. Go get your friends. Tell them if they want to see Dirty hanging out with Howie Mandel. And this isn't AI. It's no tricks. It's legit. He's trying to find out where it's not raining. Isn't that the damn truth? And, but we legit had some interaction with them and thought it'd be cool to share it out. It was, when was that? I guess it's been about 3 weeks now. But it's funny. Funny as hell. What we talk about is real funny. And it went on for 30 or 40 minutes. And it's actually on 2 podcasts. I've only condensed one of them down to the funny parts. I think it's 2 minutes long. Not too long at all, but it's oh, it's funny. And the other funny thing is Float didn't remember that today was Wednesday until I texted him at like 5:30. Said, "Hey man, we got a cool food that we live last week because we missed so many weeks. We forgot to do our food segment." And he's like, "Oh shit, man, I forgot to tell you, I got graduation tonight." And I laughed. I was like, "You finally graduated from high school?" He's like, "Ha ha, motherfucker." Obviously, ain't no Float saying motherfucker, but that was his intent, was to say that. He just didn't really say it. But then after that, I got a little topic. Where in the hell is Brett? Anybody seen Brett lately? I was on Instagram a little while ago, made a post, and haven't been on much social media, but that's a lie. I'm too bound up in marketplace to do much of anything. But I haven't seen him post recently, which is saddening. I guess he's busy though. I know I've been busy. Haven't seen Brett in a hot minute. Okay, you haven't either. That's Andrew. All right. I was wondering if anybody else had. Probably busy. Like I said, I've been busy. And then I got to move all this again. Well, y'all can't see anything but the backdrop, but the desk, the desktop, the iPad, the light, camera, green screen. I think I got to move it all upstairs because they're starting here in the kitchen. Well, I'm in the dining room, but it will be part of the kitchen here very soon. I think less than 2 weeks. Virgil, what's up, man? Vigil for Virgil. You ain't missed much. We just getting warmed up in here, man. I'm waiting on Andrew, but Andrew keeps typing in the chat, trying to do the damn weather. I know. Well, I have one once the house is finished. It's called The Office. But I can't go back into the office because the office is going to be our bedroom while they're doing all this shit and the master bedroom at the same time. So there you go, Vigil for Virgil. Hashtag it. Green screen. I thought it was a live audience. Yeah, live audience back here. Float's actually here. He's Brian, what's up, man? He's just seeing how long he can stand still before y'all recognize he's actually in this house. But yeah, so to answer your question, Andrew, I can't go back to the office until all this is done because it'll be the bedroom and won't be much room in there. But phase 2 is coming up real fast. 14 days or less. I just want them to gut all this old shit out. I don't give a damn after that. They can take forever, but no, that's a lie. But they take their time putting the kitchen together. I'm just tired of looking at this old wreck that's all in and around here. Whole crew still is in here. Ops. What's going on, Brian? You on the road or you just chilling out? What you doing, Mike? Not Cruz. Virgil, you working or you chilling? All right, well, Andrew, if you ain't coming up, you need to let me know. I'm gonna fire this thing up. I'm gonna give everybody a video to watch. Waiting on Willie too. I got something to tell his ass. Damn, my ear itches. Just doing paperwork. I hate paperwork, man. I've gotten so behind. I've got a stack of freaking receipts, and I got to go through and take pics of them all for QuickBooks, and because I promised myself I'd get better about that this year, and I keep putting it off, which just creates a freaking nightmare. I'm right back where I was, man. I've got, 5 months worth of receipts. Dude, half the year is almost gone. Holy shit. I just thought about that, man. That's crazy. Damn, this year's hauling ass. In and out, getting them spare ribs. Seems every 20 minutes I'm going for another one. I had taco salad tonight. It was pretty good. Yeah, see, you know where I'm at. I despise paperwork. I mean, that was one of the first person I've ever hired. I've said it 1,000 times. Was a bookkeeper person and a CPA. That's y'all shit. I'm going to make money. Just let me know how much I can spend. How much of it's mine. That I can reinvest, redirect, divert, or whatever the hell I want. Just tell me what that number is. And the rest of it's on you. I ain't got time. Just how I roll. I don't care. Walt will always say, "You want to see this?" No. If it's not making my number like the number that I keep, if me looking at it doesn't make that bigger, then I don't give a shit. You ain't doing me no damn good. I don't care. I don't care how you do your job. I don't care where you do your job. Just do your job. I'll do my job. I'll get me paid and I'll get you paid. Outside of that, I'm out. Peace. It's just, I can't stay focused around it much. And as a consequence, when it comes to doing what I should be doing, the Dizzle is, he's graduating high school tonight, believe it or not. Well, that's what his text said. His text said, "I got to go to high school graduation tonight. I can't be on the live." I'm like, "Oh, you finally graduating, huh?" All these years later, you finally gurgitating. But I'm guessing it's a, family, friend's child or niece or nephew that's graduating. And he went to attend that because his kids are grown, right? Even the youngest one, right? Best I remember. But I love busting his balls about that. I don't think he saw it coming either. He's like, "Dang it, dirty." What's that time of year for everybody to graduate? All right, man. Well, let's, how do I do? How am I do this? How am I do this? News layout. What does that do? Let's see what that does. This is a new little screen. I'm probably about to fuck up. But We'll see. Oh, look there. Ain't that kind of cool? See if I can do it like this too. There we go. But that's probably a little bit better. We need to see more of that and less of me, right? There's your weather, people. I'll do the dang weather. Cruz, you still in here? See, this is what just went past me and Cruz. This nastiness. Look at all that red right there. All up and down the shoreline. Let me bring it in some for y'all. And that was some pretty good cells that blew out of that one right there. And of course, the mountains are catching a little bit of rain as that warm air comes across and cools off right here, all up and down North Carolina. Looks like Virginia mountains are getting it a pretty good bit there too. They got some storms blowing off right there, but look at this. This is where everything seems to originate, man, up in this dog leg in Amarillo and Lubbock. Comes across old Oklahoma. And this starts off, before you know it, there's a big old string that comes up past Columbus over there at Dildo Licking Tinkerbell Land and blows on out over here to Virgil, over here in Jersey and New York. They got a pretty good bit going on over there too. Check that out. Look at that. That's something. Damn. Let's put that in motion. What's that thing doing? Yeah, it is a little counterclockwise production going on there. Wow. That's something else. Well, let's see if anything's building down through here. What's this one doing? Is it building? Probably dying off now that it's late. No, look at that. Look where it starts. Yeah, damn, that thing's just now getting warmed up. Damn. Let me go over here and that one's pretty robust too. Seems like the places that are, have been getting rain are just continuously getting hammered. Anyway, there's y'all's weather, man. A lot of people are getting a lot of rain. That's what it boils down to. Buddy in Ohio says they got more twisters late this afternoon, southeast Ohio. Damn, Ryan says we got a stupid blitz this week. Oh, running at night as much as it can. Well, you were doing that last week, weren't you? When you were fighting with Zoom, you and Zoom got in a fight. Hey, speaking of fight, did y'all see Jake and Tyson for their weigh-in? That was pretty funny, man. They were clowning with each other. It was pretty funny to watch that. Yeah, Andrew's contract must be in negotiations. I gave him the damn link and he ain't here. I sent a link and he disappeared. He might be trying to get up here. I don't know. I did that last time, and then right when Will was going to come step in with him, he popped in. And he's still fighting. Virgil Thump going to have to retire Andrew, right? Dang it, Andrew. I think I did pretty good with the weather, right? Right. Anyway, let's jump out of this mode. Wandering around a little bit over here and bring me back in. Don't want to remove that just yet. We might come back to the weather. Who the hell knows? But who wants to see the interaction with Howie Mandel and Jackelyn Shultz, who is his daughter, by the way. It's her married name. Ron, are you paying attention? I just need to know if Ron's paying attention. That's all I need to know. Ron's paying attention. We're good. See, I know everybody else pays attention. Do it. He said, do it. Dang it. Dang it, dirty, do it. Triple D's, dang it, dirty, do it. That should be a new shirt. Ron's here. Ron's paying attention. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right. Let's bring this up. Hey, anybody want to... make sure I miss anything. Ron. Anybody want to see Cirque de Crumley first? All right, here we go for real.
But I'm Howie Mandel, and this is my daughter, Jackelyn.
Some podcasts say,
What?
show Lou what a blue waffle is.
No, I don't want to know what a blue waffle.
You don't know what a blue waffle is?
I know. I have 2 of them.
You have to? What does that mean? You guys, we got on the list of the most inappropriate podcasts.
Look at that. That's it.
Oh,
Oh, my Lord.
oh.
What about blue waffle?
Never heard of that.
Never heard of that.
Those. We never showed those pictures.
Blue waffle.
Sounds like something that sounds like something my Thai wife would eat.
Whoa. You just made it. You made it a lot worse than it is. There you go. There's the blue waffle.
Oh,
There.
Lordy.
Click on that one where you're with the hands on. No, the one on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying your Thai wife would eat that?
No, not that.
Another one. Show him a moose queef, says the Thumb Podcast.
Who are these conspiring bastards?
I don't know. I don't know what a moose queef is. Do we have what it is? Here's what it is. It is more about. There's a whole moose queef channel.
Thank you.
Wow. I got to tell you, as soon as we brought up moose queefing, we got another few viewers.
Different things.
What
I don't-
show did we walk into?
Sometimes you're lying in your room and you hear queef, and you go, "Is there a moose here? Is there a moose here?" Well, we can't be sure, but I heard a queef. Honey, is that you? I don't think it was me. Is there a moose in here?
It's a moose.
A Canadian girl makes a moose queef. Where are you going?
So we had Howie Mandel talking about blue waffles and moose queefs. Oh, it was pretty funny actually. And, hi, Ron. There's another one coming too. I can't even remember what in the hell we had him talking about, but he's funny as shit, man. You sit there and talk with him, and he goes live every Thursday, and it's funny to get in there and interact with him. Because he does, if you find something humorous within the chats or whatever, he will interact. And I super chat him just to make sure that he reads it. You send him $5, he'll read any comment attached to it. It's funny as hell, but it's a good time. My goal is to get him on here. Aim high, but don't aim at all. Our first guest will be Howie Mandel. Maybe not our first. But we will have a Howie Mandel up here. That's my goal. We're going to go from, hey, there's 5, 6, 7 people watching to here's Howie Mandel. He's going to see if any of us got real talent. That's my pitch to him. Come see if we got talent over here. But now that some others are in here, and I watched a video today that was kind of it was enlightening. Vigil for Virgil with a hashtag. And it's nothing that I didn't already know. And it's shit that I pretty much preach to myself every day and have for many years. But it's also cool when you think these things and you get some validation in your theories and your processes by hearing someone else talk about it. And switching into a more serious gear, business and how powerful the word no is. Um, and both spellings, N-O and K-N-O-W. But we're going to stick with more with the N-O. And it's not even in business, it's in life in general. But most people have a fear of saying no, more so in business than they do in real life. And I have no qualms about saying no. It's my favorite word. As I said many times on here before, my clients, many of them will tell you I am the asshole. Why? Because I tell them no. You bring up dumb shit, you bring up dumb suggestions and want to bring it into discussion as to whether or not your idea will work or will I do it. And no, I'm very cut and dry. Most people that know me, and I learned it long ago to help reduce the stress and anxieties of life and business in general. Is if you say I think I can, or I'll try, or maybe, you open yourself up for people to keep pushing your buttons and just poking and prodding at you. You know, if I say yes, it's a definite. It's gonna happen. I might fail. That's happened plenty of times before. But I'm gonna do it. And I will keep doing it till it's right. Or I'll tell you I can't do it. That's a wrap. You know, that's happened before too. But the no is even more empowering to me because, like I said, it eliminates the stress of something. You know, yeah, I think I could do that, or maybe, or you know, it might be helping a friend move out of their house, or you know, or helping them, I don't know, go pick up a refrigerator or whatever. You know, yeah, give me a rate. You know, anything that you know, try, can, will, maybe, any of those words that can lead to being suggestive, you're going to back off of it. That's why you didn't say yes. So when it comes time to do these things that you really didn't want to do, dude, it creates all this freaking drama in here. You know, it's like, oh shit, I forgot I gotta go do X, Y, Z, or that. Because when somebody's looking to cash in on that, it's always at the worst time. Always. And it's just not worth it, man. I love telling people no. No, I ain't doing that. I am not doing, you know. Mm-mm. And if I say yeah, then I'll, you know, I'm there. But usually the only time I'm going to say yes is when there's a firm plan. Saturday, 2:00, you know, something like that, where I can write it down and schedule it or something like that. Or, you know, if a client wants to add to the, you know, to the work scope or take away from it, there's yes and no. But this shit of, let me think about it. Maybe I'll do that. You're setting yourself up for disasters, man. It's not good, because nothing out of that shit is ever convenient, man. It's, you know, or even, you know, it's like Sarah will tell you too. I'll say yes or no before you finish asking the question. That's how firm I am in my choices, and I'm that damn fast. And there ain't no maybes or I'll tries or anything like that. And it's yes or no. But the most powerful one is no. And you have to know yourself, K-N-O-W, to get to that. You have to have an understanding of, you know, I guess just knowing life, actually, not just yourself. And the fact that the stress that some of this can carry on, and the stupidity that it can too. Because the other thing that it can transfer into is in business. Well, I could try to do that, or maybe I'll do that. Do you understand what you sound like? to your client or your potential client, how unaffirming that is. It's weak is what it is. And clients don't necessarily, or potential clients, they don't want to get that sense from people. And I think that's what helps me sell a lot, whether it's pressure washing or it's landscaping, car sales, and things that I've done before in my life. It's very firm. Yep or no. You know, it like in car sales, I did very good at it. Calls, can we negotiate this? Or, people are trying to haggle the price on you. It's no. This is it. There's a lot of authority that gets projected with that word. And it's, I see you. Hold on one second. And I think a lot of us have problems with saying the word no. I don't have a problem with it at all. Because once I learned to say it more often, I figured it out and quickly noticed how less stressful things could be. Now, do I fall victim to my own bullshit from time to time? And something suggestive like I'll try slips out. It does. And it busts me in the balls every time I do it. Every damn time. And it's like another one. Actually, where the most is where client calls. There's a problem. Maybe there's a B problem. Maybe there's a B and C problem. Okay, I'll try to get by there today on my way, blah, 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 blah. Now, as soon as you said that, you're going to get a flat tire, an employee is going to call out sick that they need to go home, and the world's going to go to shit. And you, just 5 minutes ago, you were probably going to be next door to that project and could have easily walked over there. Now you can't. But now you're stuck with having to go 50 miles away to solve problems. You're 50 miles away from that. I'll try to get by there this afternoon. Because that I'll try to get there was a yes, I'll be there to the client. See what I'm getting at? Your client always hears yes and no, even though you didn't say yes or no. And they either empower it for themselves or they portray it as weakness on you, giving this different situations because you don't sound in control. But the problem is now you got to go, or you're feeling obligated and you're all stressed out. And then when the day's not going right and it's like, oh shit, how do I get out of this? I don't want to tell them that I can't be there, blah, blah, blah. Even though we know we're about to text them, hey, can't make it, try to get there tomorrow. If you're a good business owner, you never want to let somebody down. And you're letting them down, even though you said I'll try. That's why I always step back, give a good look around in my world very quickly, and it's a very firm yes or no. And yes can put you in that same scenario, but you had the ability to say no, so that's why I say no much more often. It's no, I can't get by there today. I have Wednesday open for sure. And of course, things can still go to shit. I know some people are thinking that now, but I'm just talking like in the moment. It eliminates issues to be able to say no. Right, Andrew?
Yes, that is true. And
you missed the weather, man. Where'd you go?
Well, I was coming up to do the. I was getting ready to come up to do the weather.
We'll let you have at it.
Well, the weather's going to be off and on for the next several days, and then it'll be back to normal next week.
Well, what is normal? I gave the as-is forecast. You give us
sunshine and about, I don't know, about 80. Because that's what it usually is. For you, it's
All
probably
right.
about 85.
You got a bunch of rain headed your way right now, dude. You see that? Look at this latest. Here it comes.
That-
1, 2.
That's a chance.
Watch this.
Because between Franklin and Dahlonega, there's a mountain.
Look at that. Boom.
Eh,
It's coming for you. Not heavy, but you're gonna get something. So you're saying things will get back to normal a little bit for everybody in this part of the world after all this blows out. All right.
by about Sunday night, it should be fairly normal for a bit, and then who knows?
Well, what's going to go on for our people out here in the Midwest?
Chance of showers.
It's going to stay that way.
Not permanently, but it's good for a short time at least. What do you think?
I don't know. You're the weatherman. I'm asking you. It just seems that everything, all this weather here in recent months, it all starts right here.
It's a few fronts that are coming through. Because the energy up near Boston and Montreal is the same energy that we had about 1 or 2 days ago.
Yep. That gave us some good rain too.
It gave us some, but not a ton.
But this seems to be the bullseye for 2024. It seems like all major weather is starting right down this line and giving Oklahoma and Kansas and everything east in that line seems to be giving them hell. What crews say? Ain't no such thing as normal weather with cloud seeding going on. Look.
Well, there's normal weather, and then there's abnormal weather, which is unusual for this time of year.
Yeah, we'll choose the word typical. How about that, Cruz? Typical.
Because there's years where it's very hot this time of year, and other years where it's cold. Yes?
Yes. As I know, even like over here with float and Tennessee, all of Tennessee has been catching hell over here. That line, clearly, right there at Dodge City, all the way east.
Wait, isn't
and then from Lubbock east?
There's a chance that set of cells could clip Ben and KH. Aren't they near somewhere near Oklahoma City?
Yep, just to the west of it. They're right there.
Okay, so yeah, just outside.
Yeah.
So if it shifts, it's gonna hit there, or that's gonna go up towards Illinois.
And then we got. Well, Brian's world's pretty much dry right now.
Yeah, Brian is dry. Did Willie get any tornadoes the other night?
Oh, it got bad at Will's house. Jeez, it got real bad when we were in Zoom after the show. It was he got spooked. I mean, that's how bad it was.
Did it touch down?
I think there were a few that touched down around him.
Because he was within 20 miles of a touchdown?
I think he was a lot closer than that, actually.
Because Huntsville's 20 miles from his house? Or more?
I don't know.
You're a little more familiar with that geography than I am. But that weather is going to move east and northeast shortly. In New Jersey.
Yep. Oh, that's an onshore flow. Virgil, you might I wonder what that'll do for you, if that actually will circle all the way around or not.
There's a chance. I think it's going to circle because I can almost see there's an eye down
It's trying.
southeast of Atlantic City.
Yep. Right there. Got some circulation.
No, southeast Atlantic City is the eye.
That's what I'm saying, right
And
there.
it's going circle like this.
It looks like it might be. I can't tell if it's breaking up or if it's trying to form better. It's weird.
It's trying to go onshore, and then it's going to wrap around and hit KLC, and then it's going to hit Albany, and it's going to wrap around and go off to.
I'm surprised it wouldn't take much more for them to consider that something subtropical. Probably, who knows?
It's too early for that, I think.
Yeah, well, that's why they name it subtropical, because it's early in the season. But anything with rotation these days, it seems like they feel like they need to name it. And Grasshopper said, old lady just said Flint Airport was getting hit with a lot of wind in the Circle Airport for 45 minutes before touchdown. Let's zoom in over there. And Virgil said it's supposed to be clear tomorrow. Then I think there's a chance of rain this weekend. So maybe it's slowly will.
It's a chance of a possible. They won't.
Let's look at Flint. Where's Flint? There it is. Flint's right there.
The weatherman won't say maybe on TV.
No, even though everything is in their world is maybe, can't, possibly. That's their whole world, but they don't want to say that.
They love the word possibly. They love it.
Yes, that is one of their chosen words. Come on, circulate. What's your problem?
Unless.
Oh, that must be showing.
You know what?
Ground moisture.
You've got the future cast on. Not the.
Well, it's from 8:30 to 11, so it's a little bit of both.
Because I've played with the Futurecast, and the Futurecast is not always accurate.
No, anything could change at any given moment.
My experience with the Futurecast is the Futurecast sometimes absolutely sucks.
But it looks like
it gives you way too much rain, way too much clouds. You step outside and look up, it's like, what rain? Right?
Isn't that the truth? Cruz, has she left out of there yet, or what's going on? Because there's more coming. I don't know if that'll make it there or not, but it looks like it very well could, because it is.
Because Illinois, there is a chance of rain. I know that because I saw it.
It is building. Once it crosses there, it could go right into Michigan really quick.
Bloomington, Ottawa, Rockford area, Springfield. That's part of Tornado Alley.
Hey, look, there's Will. Hey, Will, come here.
Hey, get up here.
Come here, motherfucker. Got something for you. We got to do the trio again, I guess. Anybody else wants to come up, you come up too. Now that we got the weather. Damn, my cursor does not want to work.
You need a new battery.
No, I need a mouse. I'm trying to operate this thing on a wooden desk.
Buy another Logic Care mouse.
But vigil for Virgil.
Hey, Virgil, you never come up. Are you working?
Yeah, Virgil, take a break, bastard.
You can even come up for 2 minutes.
Oh, she just landed in Flint. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking you were saying she's coming from Flint back home.
And some of the cheaper flights I've noticed are late night flights, like 6 o'clock on.
Dude, I love flying at night, but unless I'm going unless I'm going
West.
out of country, because I love to just stare at the ocean. I don't know what it is. It puts me to sleep is what it does. Just sitting there looking out the window, staring at the wild blue yonder.
What if you're at 40,000 feet and can't see the ocean?
When you're out over the ocean, you can see the ocean. But usually, like if I'm sorry, I missed what you guys said. Said about what? Oh, I said, I don't know. What did we say? You tell me what we said. Just make something up, Virgil. Willie, get your ass up here. Quit fucking around, man.
Will said, "Oh shit, let me put my Willie up there."
Of course, that's what Willie said. What's up, Willie? Willie? No,
Virgil.
man.
You're more than welcome to come up, Virgil.
Shamon. So what's been keeping you busy this week, Andrew?
Trying to do mow, trim, edge,
Oh, try. Well, you come on down here and do.
No, with last few days, the weather.
Hey,
And then
dipshit.
Yo, what up?
What's up?
In case anybody forgot or didn't know, happy birthday, you peckerhead. I know it's a day or two late, but it is what it is.
So what?
Happy birthday to
Thank
you.
I'm having my own birthday party here with snack cakes.
Look at that. Hold on.
No
Let me
candy?
get-
It's not birthday without sweets.
Exactly. So here I'm having unicorn cakes
Oh,
and I'm gonna demolish some
Unicorn
apple
cake.
pies too. Yeah,
Did you get those from a Crumley?
yeah, their kids were doing a fucking door-to-door sale. Selling unicorn farts.
Unicorn art.
farts. Unicorn parts and farts.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Will.
It was my mom called me yesterday and she said, do you feel older this year? And I said, this year's it's a weird one. Like I don't know, halfway through my 30s, it's like, okay, I don't know, just certain birthdays have different, feelings associated with them. And this is one of them for sure.
35 isn't, there is some change there because that's where you kind of look back and go, okay, I definitely can't hang out with the 25 and unders anymore.
Oh, I've been past that for a few years. But yeah, I know what you mean.
No, and you typically are, but that's what wakes you up and you look around and go, yeah, I'm not with that youthful part of the world anymore. It's time to go over here. Yeah.
Unless they're your neighbors.
Willie likes hanging with a neighbor.
Which one?
What's going on with the truck?
The one behind you.
There's always something going on. My steering column control module is goofed up. And so right now, anything controlled on my steering column is not functioning. So what they call it, the detent, where your blinker is, that the thing has a name.
Oh,
So I don't have blinkers. I don't have wipers.
control.
I don't have cruise control. I don't have high beams right now.
Nice. What the hell the fuck does that happen? It's a Dodge. That's all it happens.
There's a recall on it right now.
Sounds electrical.
It needs a new flash, and it's not flashing. So,
Dude, guess what I got to check out and experience.
what did you get?
What was that, Dave Risk? Autonomous driving and a Tesla. That shit's crazy, man.
Like, did you drive one?
Yeah, your brain warps on that. I mean, it's like no, let go of the wheel. I'm like, well, I'm trying. I'm trying.
So when I was in Houston, most recently, and when I came back, I had a layover in Atlanta for like 4 hours, and so I got off my first flight, and I was like, "Fuck this!" So I went down and I got an Uber from Atlanta up here to Chattanooga, and because that'd get me home in an hour and 20 minutes. So I was in the ride on the way home, and that guy was it. It wasn't, we're small talking the whole way, and it wasn't until like we were halfway back, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I haven't been driving the whole way," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" What do you mean? That is badass. And so the rest of the trip, I'm sitting there quizzing him on the whole technology that's involved, and I'm like, "No way."
Dude, it scrambles. I mean, it literally fucks with your head. But client got a brand new Y model series, whatever you call it, and what happened was he saw this. He saw the solar panel on the back of my truck. He goes, "Oh shit, what you charging in there?" So I showed him the whole 24-volt system and all that. He's like, "Damn, that's crazy." And he goes, "But check this out." And he walks in. So he goes, "Come in here and check this out." And I thought he'd gotten. He's a big M5 person, and he's owned them since the '80s. Every model that comes out, and I was like, "Dude, you got to do M5. Holy shit!" I walk in there, it's a Tesla. And what blows my mind before all this is he goes, "Sit in it." I was like, all right. And if we're talking about somebody that has a Rolls Royce in the garage too, by the way.
Okay.
And which obviously isn't his DD, but it's there. Yeah. He goes, "Sit in it." I sat there, and the minute my ass hit the seat, my brain goes, this is the most comfortable seat I've ever put my body on. I mean, I just fell into, oh my God. I was like, holy, they spared no expense figuring out the perfect padding and ergonomics of this fucking seat.
And it's in those Y models too.
Oh my God. It was like, this is perfect.
But I've heard in certain Teslas, depending on how you have the seat, you can get neck pain or back pain, depending on how you angle your arm to the steering wheel for too many hours straight.
That's true for any vehicle.
I don't know how you're going to be behind the wheel of a Tesla for too many hours on end, because you can only get about, 4 hours out of a Tesla battery. So there you go. There's that.
Well, that and the fact that just hit autonomous drive and fuck them. Eat a Sammy.
The crazy thing about autonomous driving on Teslas, it's all licensing. Like most of their cars are able to do that.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about, are you paying the annual subscription fee to allow the car to do that?
Yeah, and we talked about that. He said you've got a choice. He said you could pay weekly, you could pay monthly. He said, or you could pay a flat fee at purchase, or any time after, actually. Mm-hmm. And it even transfers to the next owner if you buy it as
perpetual.
So if Will sells dirty at Tesla, Will pays the one-time life fee. Dirty doesn't have to pay that again, does he?
No.
Nice.
No, if you pay one-time flat fee, it transfers for the life of the car.
Nice. I'd be very curious to know how much that costs.
You know what he paid for that car? With all of that involved, after all the rebates and perks? Take a wild guess. It blew my fucking mind.
100.
140.
175.
100. Up? I'm hoping up. No way. For a Model Y?
500.
And he has every option available.
80.
Every freaking one of them. Nope.
Lower?
Yes.
765.
Nope.
How about 45? 45.
$40,000. brand new.
Who did he
Picked
sell?
it up.
That's the new model I heard about.
Picked it up in Charlotte, 40 grand.
Because they do not have many Tesla distribution points along the East Coast.
No, there's one in Savannah, one in Charlotte, and they have a repair facility in Wilmington.
There will be in 2028.
Was his the
Will be one
performance
on
all-wheel drive?
There'll be one.
No,
on the
his
west
is
side
not.
of
It's
Syracuse.
not all-wheel drive.
The first full service one will be in the west side of Syracuse on Indian Land.
It's got everything but that. He didn't get that because he was like, "Well, what do I need all-wheel drive for down here?"
Yeah, you don't.
Because Tesla.
And the other thing is,
the Onondaga Nation.
they all-wheel drive. And one of the bigger reasons he didn't is, number one, you don't need it down here, and number two is they already wear tires out like a mofo because of their weight. He said the all-wheel drive just adds to it.
Here you go. Full self-driving capability for like lifetime of the vehicle is $8,000. That is an $8,000 add-on.
Yep.
Dirty
right.
Cruz is asking, how did he afford that?
He
Pretty
washes
much.
houses, I'm sure. It's clearly
The Bentley and the Tesla?
yeah, duh.
What-
He's been washing houses for a long time.
The biggest thing is what is the not rebates, but whatever it is that the buyback that Tesla that you're immediately credit for because Tesla takes that money, not you.
You get $8,000 back from the federal government for buying an all-electric vehicle. That's what I'm looking on their website right now. So I could go online right now and buy a Model Y, like configured how I wanted it, with the self-driving features, and I can pay $250 right here, right now. Type in my credit card info, and that secures my Tesla for me, and then it would be sent to be built.
He said that's what he loved about it. He said everything. It's funny. It was cool to watch him walk up with his iPhone and put it up to the door, and the door just opens.
Yep, I love that about those.
And the dude across the street. Here was the cool thing. I forget what model it is, but the guy across the street has the ones with the gull wings.
Yeah, so that's also a Model Y, or no, that's a Model. Yeah,
3?
no, that's Model Y.
It's a Y, but it's
Yeah, you have to add those on there.
Yeah,
It's their luxury model. Yeah. But that thing all in right there was after the federal credit that you get was $47,000. Holy smokes!
But there's another rebate that takes it down to just right at 40.
That is insane.
So it's got to be at least 60 to 80,000 without rebates.
Well, it was, but there's been a huge price drop too because Elon's not stupid. He's like, I'll move these cars. You
know what? I'll tell you what looks attractive is this freaking lease on here.
I didn't know lease was an option with them.
Would you buy one, Will, or are you more interested in the gas?
No, I would absolutely buy. Are you saying would I buy an all-electric vehicle?
I'm saying, would you rather buy something like a gas truck or an electric Tesla?
A diesel truck. I mean, I have to have a diesel for my work. That's just fact of the matter. But would I buy an all-electric Tesla? Hell yeah, any day. I would. I really would.
Dude, Virgil, have you seen the Cybertruck? You can pretty much put your 2500 in the back of the Cybertruck.
There's one around here that's available on Turo, the website where you can rent.
Oh, vehicles. Turo's got wow.
There's one here that someone has it for rent. I should rent it. It's $300 a day, and I mean,
oh shit, let's ride.
Rent it for 2 days.
It's worth it.
Let's take a week.
Will,
come on.
Go look at it.
Come over here. Let's go get it.
Go look at it.
Tell
us how much room there is.
Let me get Brittany send me the picture. She took a picture of me with one the other day at Costco.
There's a There's a guy that
But-
lives just down the street from Henley that's got one of the Tesla trucks. Right now, it's the only one in Charleston.
But
There's two here. It's weird.
tell me if this is a bad assumption. If I'm assuming there are not many places to charge electric cars near Chattanooga.
There's a ton because Chattanooga is
A bunch of them around here.
Chattanooga is very. You got to think Volkswagen has their only U.S. plant here in Chattanooga. I mean, Chattanooga's full of hippies. Yes, we've got plenty of places to charge electric vehicles.
Downtown Georgetown has 2 electric vehicle charging places in parking lots.
Going
3.
west, there's only 4.
Cruz, you're saying you wouldn't buy an electric car for the place you travel. Where all do you travel that wouldn't work for you?
I think he goes very rural areas.
Shit, that Tesla truck could get you there.
If you try to
Hands down.
If you go into the mountains with snow, it won't work.
There you go.
Noise.
Oh, you.
But
Henley
those
pretty
things
much
are
has the same pick.
Those things are long as shit too.
They're fucking huge.
So
really long.
So, as an estimate, next to your pickup, how much longer do you think it is?
It's not longer than my pickup. It's probably the length of an F-150, or
yeah, there.
Wow.
Truck.
Virgil, there's a lot of Rivians around here. That's what people gravitate towards. I mean, you see a lot of Teslas. And like I said, I know in Charleston, there's definitely one because it's just down the street from Henley. Supposedly, it's the only one in Charleston right now. But Rivians are they're everywhere.
Oh, I'm sure.
I like them. They look cool. I like I said for tooling around, dude. I'd buy an electric SUV or truck in a heartbeat. I really would. But a car, I mean, I'm not a car person. It doesn't matter.
But you're a Harley person, a motorcycle person.
Not a Harley person. Motorcycle person.
What
yes,
about, but like a Porsche
Totally different game.
or Lamborghini?
Well, who doesn't
Porsche,
like
yes.
Lamborghini? Jesus.
I don't care for Lamborghinis. Porsche, now let's go. Let's ride. I don't.
Okay, we're talking about electric vehicles. Let's throw this in here.
Because Harley-
the one electric vehicle I would buy any day is a Porsche Taycan, however you say it. Those are sexy little cars to me. I love them, and they are fast as shit.
Yeah, they're extremely fast.
You bet one?
That is the electric car. You're right. That I would take as well. But I had my eyes. Ford made all these promising shit about the Lightnings, and $90,000 was $75,000 for the bare minimum.
Yeah.
I'm not paying that shit. Especially when the $90,000 ones, you literally go to trade it in 3 weeks. The car dealership might give you 40.
Because 3 years ago, the high-end Dodge Ram 1500, all the whistles was $80,000. I'm not kidding.
Oh shit!
neighborhood.
There's plenty that are more expensive than that though.
This was 3 years ago.
Yeah. Ask Will what he paid for that one.
For what?
More.
But
The price was.
I would get a Lightning real quick if they'd have if they would be more realistic about their prices. I'm not anti-electric, but I hate it being shoved down people's throats. I think everybody should have a fair fucking choice in what they want right now. And I don't think electric survives. If Toyota is saying it's not the way, it's not the way. Toyota has been the leader of innovation since the late 70s. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. Because if it wasn't for Toyota, guess who wouldn't be around? Ferrari wouldn't be around. Porsche wouldn't be around. BMW follows their technology and their lead very closely as well.
Well,
Toyota is much more influential than just Toyota.
Currently, BMW is building a battery plant up near Greer.
Yep, they've been Dirty, our old classic truck's worth more than the late model trade. Exactly. And
Then keep it, Cruz.
that's why, and I don't want to ever give that up either, I guess is what I'm kind of going at. But
If
the
it
new,
runs, sounds
new
good,
Scouts,
looks good, keep it.
the new Scouts that are going to be coming out, I might want one of those.
Well, I guess part of it is how quickly can they come out of the factory?
Well, they're
how many
building the factory
batches
now, so nobody knows.
I'm sure somebody's got a prediction somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. But it's
Ooh, Will's got motion censored lights.
No, I don't. I've got plenty of light in here without that light on.
he likes the cover of darkness.
Yes, then nobody can see what I'm playing with. It's gonna give me a seizure. Got red, got purple, got green. Oh no, that's yellow and green.
Blue.
Yeah, that is blue.
No, Cruz. Actually, Volkswagen bought the rights to the Scout, and they're building a plant somewhere in Orangeburg, I think. And they'll be sending them out in the next couple of years.
When you were saying you don't like it being pushed down people's throats, were you referring to electric vehicles in general?
Yeah, I don't like this. We got to go this way and only this way.
I agree. And with me transporting cars, I mean, like I sat back and thought about it the other day. I was like, how long have I been transporting cars? And I've been transporting cars for the better part of 4 years, and I've been there for every industry movement, over those years. And I mean, personal opinion, and I mean, everyone has their own. I hate it. I hate it. I dislike that they're trying to push everything, because even things like my industry, okay, I use this big old diesel truck for hauling a lot of weight, and they've got, I will go into that in just a moment, Virgil. The industry, they're trying to push semis over to electric, and it's like, that's crazy to me. But, overseas, like in England and stuff like that, they're already running semis are already running electric.
Yep.
And honestly, I think the holdup in moving every vehicle on the road to electric is going to be your battery technology. 100% it is. So right now we don't have good battery technology. We have decent battery technology, but it's not.
It's not there yet.
No, it's not.
I don't think for hauling heavy loads long distance, I don't think the battery power is there yet. No, and it will be. It will be very soon, I think. But yeah, like seeing.
It's like UPS around here. They've got the one that comes up to our house all the time is all electric.
Yep, and Amazon, they're moving their entire fleet to electric. But Dodge was the first one that did it, and I mean Dodge, this year, the 2024 was the last Challengers and Chargers that you're gonna get with the Scat Pack and the Hemis, and they're done. They are done, and there ain't no going back on that.
Well. Now the cost to buy those used is the value is just gonna go up.
No, they're not, because everybody's gonna fucking destroy them because of the people that buy them these days. There's almost no value in them now. People with money don't want those cars anymore.
You mean like the Hellcat?
Yeah,
because there's
certain models used to be with packages that you can only get your hands on 2 or 3 of them. Sure, they'll grab those, but the rest of them, they're not prestigious anymore. It's just like,
I think the few that they made this year, this year they made the Demon 170, which that's I had the opportunity. I could have bought one, and I really wish I did, like just to buy it and flip it, because I'm already seeing them for sale for, over twice the paper price of what you pay for them at the dealer. But I mean, it's 1,000 rear wheel horsepower at the damn wheel, street legal car. I mean, it's freaking nuts.
And Cruise, what it is they're not propane, but what is it they're going to push?
Is it hydrogen?
Yeah, hydrogen. Thank you.
Yep.
It's hydrogen engines is what Toyota says is the future. And I think there might be a hybrid in it all that scales out, but I would rest on anything that Toyota says for sure.
It's in Europe or Japan. Toyota has a version of like the Corolla. It's similar to the Corolla that has that engine in it.
Yep. They've got, is it the Corolla? I think it's the Camry.
But it's the equivalent.
Yeah.
They call it something different. But they might be bringing it here. At least in California.
Well, they're also bringing back a little Sportster. It's not an MR2 though. They call it something else, and it doesn't look like an old MR2 either. It looks like a.
What manufacturer is that?
Toyota.
Oh.
It almost looks like the old school 70s Celica with the round headlight up in the front of it and everything, quad headlights. But there's this new Celica is already on the street. I forget what they're going to call this one, but it's Robin. What's up?
But I heard the new Volkswagen version of Volkswagen Bus is going to be
all electric.
Electric.
They're only releasing so many of them, and I saw something in. I can't remember what publication it was, but they said if sales go well, that will probably be one of their first mass-produced hydrogen vehicles.
Oh, wow.
But I'm wondering what they think and the price is going to be.
Yeah, that modular body thing is a trip, man. Was it me and you, Will, that looked at that?
I don't think so, because I'm reading that and I'm like, whoa, that's.
Oh, dude, it's a trip. They weren't even going to bring it to the States, but apparently they have. It's like they took the Helix.
Oh, weird.
And put a small engine in it.
Weird.
You're looking at it now?
Oh my God, that's weird.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of shit with it, man.
That's true.
No float tonight. Float is at a high school graduation. He's finally getting his diploma.
Talk about graduation. So yours graduated this past weekend.
Yep. He's done.
Well, he's done with school, so he's done with college now.
Yeah.
And then we got one graduating high school here in a couple weeks who I will tell you. So last night, Brittany and I, we were up here and Elizabeth was here, and Brittany and I went and stood out front as she drove off in her car from here for the first time because she just got her license last week. But that was the first time we had let her drive, and there she went.
Damn.
It's weird. It's really weird. It's so weird to think about. Like Brittany and I, that we met each other, we're talking eight years ago. And now here we are, like kids graduating. It's strange. Where the hell did time go?
Dude, it goes by so fast.
Well, it's because you guys were having more fun.
We've had some fun for sure. Now that the kids are going to be graduated, now we can have some more fucking fun.
Right. Literally.
So, does that mean you and Brittany are going to go have some off-road
shagging?
fun?
They're going to take shag lessons.
Yeah, we are on in a studio that has shag carpet.
Like take a side by side and go.
They're fans of that.
Mudding.
Well, Will, the empty nest thing does pass. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, we're not dreading it at all. I mean, it was just weird yesterday, like walking out front, watching her drive away the first time. That was really strange.
That was strange when Henley did that because You just, I just instantly reflected back to when I got my license. They're not home anymore. They're on the streets. Henley was anyway. Shit, you couldn't keep him wrapped up. He was gone.
I got to answer Virgil's question earlier about why I made my big switch.
Oh yeah, he wasn't in Zoom. Let me
there's my new setup collection, whatever you want to say. So I had and then in the floor, you can't really see it in that picture, but I got the blower here, and then the other two tools. Oh, actually, this wasn't up there either. And then my two tools that I have on the way are I have a Sawzall, so reciprocating, and I have a drill driver. So that's a 1/2 inch high impact. That's a 3/8 high impact. This is my new driver I love is the M12, and it has that small battery on there. For a long time, I was a real fan of the side impacts, and then until I realized that there was something called a high torque side impact, that this thing will, no joke, break free. This will bust lug nuts loose off of a car.
Bust a nut.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll bust all your nuts. This for seeing up in your butthole.
Make sure your pooper works.
Yeah, we can do that. But my Matco guy, my tool truck guy, is coming around, and he was in here one day, like came in the shop, and we were looking at, we were just talking about tools and stuff, and he was like, "Hey, have you ever just thought about switching from, all your DeWalt stuff over to Milwaukee?" I said, "Actually, I have, because there's just been several times where I've wanted a tool and DeWalt just doesn't make it. They do now, but they're just behind the times on Milwaukee. But also, Milwaukee pack-out stuff is huge, and its interoperability with their own brand tools, obviously, is huge. So since my Matco guy, he's personally is a DeWalt guy. Matco just went into this relationship with Milwaukee within the last 2 or 3 years where they're an authorized dealer. And so they've stocked all the Matco tool trucks with Milwaukee stuff. So he carries it all around. Everything over there he had on his truck that day. And so he's personally a DeWalt guy. He doesn't like, not that he doesn't like Milwaukee, he sells it and he does like it. He says good tools. But he's very stuck in like, hey, I started my collection as DeWalt. I'm going to stay that way. So
that's where I am. That's why I started with DeWalt. So I just I'm in.
That's why I stuck. That is exactly why I stuck with it for years. I just wouldn't switch.
DeWalt was the first major player. I mean, outside of the really expensive shit, DeWalt was the first mass to come out,
And I really like DeWalt tools. I do. And Milwaukee corded. I remember when Milwaukee corded tools and DeWalt cordless, was the best combo you could have.
I've still got a bunch of the cordless. I've got a massive big boy Milwaukee Sawzall.
I do too, in the metal case.
Things like this big around.
In the big old metal case?
Yep.
I got 2 of those. I've got
that, an impact drill, a regular drill, whatever the fuck you call that. And I think that's the corded stuff that I kept because of the power in those fucking things.
It's insane.
Dirty, they have too many tools.
No, I don't. I've got the major players for big shit in case something fucks up. And like after 10 o'clock at night, if it happens during regular working hours, I'm calling somebody. I ain't doing shit.
You ain't doing it.
Because eventually he's going to run out of room for all his tools.
I need more room for things with motors. Fuck everything else.
Neil says he has a ton of rigid Black & Decker commercial stuff corded. Hell yeah, the corded stuff. And I remember even just I remember 5 years ago, I was still telling people no, you just can't get the same amount of oomph or ass out of a cordless as you can a corded tool. But now I rescind on that comment 100% because you got some I mean, that impact over there, the 1/2-inch impact over there, has more braking torque, more busted nut torque than any of the corded stuff does.
I've got a bunch of Cobalt too, the hand tools. I've got a bunch of Cobalt stuff. I don't have any Cobalt power stuff though.
Because the old DeWalt tools were really good.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Well, let me ask, that's probably when they were all one thing. And because what I didn't know is what Will told me last week is that what you buy at Home Depot is not what you buy on like a real pro model. They're completely different.
even if it's the same brand.
Yeah.
Kind of like the John Deere mowers. The real mowers are from dealerships, unlike the ones they sell at Home
Actually,
Depot.
that's a good analogy, Andrew. You're right. Yeah. Good call on that.
Virgil, if you've been thinking about switching to DeWalt, you won't be disappointed. DeWalt, I was so happy with their power tools. I really was.
Have you seen the
making this switch? You take a guess, Virgil, at how much I paid for all of that, including what my Matco guy, he gave me trade-in. He paid me for all my DeWalt stuff, and then guess what I had to pull out of pocket for all that stuff over there?
Not much.
Yeah, that was.
I haven't gotten here yet.
So he gave you a credit from all your DeWalt stuff, in which in turn you use to buy the Milwaukee.
Right. Yeah. He just put on my receipt like as a credit, as a tool credit.
It's like what baffle. I guess you still see them in the pro shops and stuff because it's like when I did a bunch of woodworking, it was like what's it? Fish. It's a German one. What else was there? Bosch was big. You see that in Home Depot sometimes. And what's the Makita? That was a big one too.
Makita.
Oh, I just moved the Makita corded hammer drill around yesterday. I put it in the other shop, and that thing's a beast.
So, which is better, the Makita or Milwaukee?
Makita's. I don't know, but Makita used to be the shit.
Yeah. With new, I mean, here's the thing, Andrew. Like someone like my age or your age, like we're not gonna. Like we don't have the experience of lugging around, the old school corded tools day in and day out, like my dad did, and like Dirty has at one point or another in his life. But like now, like you can't argue with the power that battery tools have.
Oh yeah, it's come a long way.
No,
it's come a long way.
Virgil says, I don't use a lot of tools, but what I need, Cobalt doesn't have, yet DeWalt has. Yeah. So Cobalt, Makita, all your, they're considered almost sub-brands now because Cobalt and Makita are made by the same company now. And then what's the orange one?
Really?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
or no, that is Cobalt.
Oh, Black & Decker. Is that the one?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking of.
Or green one, Hitachi. Also,
Hitachi's a big one. Was big too.
Rigid.
Yeah, Rigid.
So
yeah, Greenworks is big.
Those four are all made by the same company now, and it's like they all just crank out, generic tools and just brand them differently. Yeah. It's fucking wild.
Well, that was like at one point in time, what was the major manufacturer that owned like 90% of the commercial mowers? It was not Murray, but it was one of those cheap ass
and just
brands. Just branding everybody's high dollar mowers, man.
I actually, not long ago, I saw a Murray mower at Walmart.
I think Walmart still sells that stuff.
Yeah. They're the only people still selling them, actually.
Yeah.
I saw something about that not long ago. Somebody in Law and Land posted something about that. I was like, Murray still exists?
Because I thought Murray went out like over 20 years ago.
Evidently, they still float around.
Kind of like Dixie Chopper just recently, within the last several years, came
Dixie
back.
Whopper Chopper.
The Wappa Choppa.
It sounds like it should be a motorcycle, doesn't it?
Wappa Choppa.
Yeah, something like that.
Do we know if Dixie Chopper was a motorcycle company at one point?
No. Always been a mower.
Okay. But I heard you had a little scare the other night, Will.
I did?
The storms got a little too close.
Oh, man, that was wild as hell. Whoa. Yeah.
It sounded like you were about to jump under your skin.
Yeah. That was last Wednesday. Speaking of, so I had fried 3 of my cameras here at the shop from lightning that we got, and it fried a couple electronics inside the office too. I mean, it screwed some shit up. So I actually got the replacement cameras in today, and I meant to go up to Home Depot this evening and rent their little tow behind little lift, the like armed articulating one, tow behind, to get them put up on the building. Because I mean, I'm done with my days of doing risky ass shit on a ladder on the side of my building.
You sure about that?
Let's fuck around and find out. Hold my beer. Watch this.
Cruz said he still has a 92 Murray. Dude, and it probably does. I bet the wheels do this.
Wow, Cruz.
But it probably still runs.
And mows a straight line too.
Yeah, and they're out of camber and jiggle.
Yeah. Then plastic wheels don't give a shit if they're out of camber.
Mm-mm.
Plastic wheels.
Yeah, my neighbor still had a Craftsman Ride-On 42-inch mower from 1995.
That's nuts.
I wonder if any of those old mowers will ever like become. It'll become a thing, and they'll be retro. You know, maybe we should start that trend.
We should, and you know how we do it? We just need to go rent or buy a building somewhere or rent a storage unit somewhere. That'd get really expensive over the amount of time we need to do this for, but we need to buy like at one of those, yard barns or whatever, and we need to go to the store and just buy a bunch of new shit, like new fucking lawnmowers and shit, and just go fucking put them in this building and lock the damn door, and we'll go open it up in 20 years.
There you go.
It's like the old car barn finds.
See, Cruz knows exactly what I was saying because he done fixed it.
Yep.
Did you fix the support for the bagger, Cruz? Because some of them, the support cracks. So you got to re-weld it.
I just wish they'd bring back the 2-stroke lawn boy, man. That's all I ask.
Hell.
Build one.
My Milwaukee purchase. Oh, so I didn't even say. So off that Milwaukee buy, I was out of pocket $1,400 that day after he gave me my credit for all my DeWalt stuff. That's how much I ended up paying. So for a whole suite of new tools, I wasn't complaining one single bit.
No, hell no, dude. That's a no-brainer.
This was my expensive buy from the tool truck the other day, though.
What you got in knee?
A bomb.
I blow shit up.
Dirty Will's gonna give the Covenant back their bomb.
So I was coming up on license renewal for my Autel scan tool that I use here in the shop, and like the licensing renewals on those things are not cheap at all. And Autel's been involved in full screen. They're involved in a bunch of lawsuits by Snap-on, by Matco, because all they're doing is taking their diagnostic tools and their software and ripping them off. Like, I mean, not even trying to rebrand it. They're taking it for what it is and copying it and marketing it as their own. And because in China, there is no there's no copyright laws. There's no such thing as a copyright.
But aren't other companies trying to do something similar like they are right now across this industry?
Like when it comes to like Chinese scan tool manufacturers.
No, similar to what they did with the scan tool.
So
For
like
everybody.
Snap-on makes one, Matco makes one. Those are the main two that are out there. The scanner keys. Yeah, no, then that's let me get and show you what I'm talking about.
Vigil for Virgil.
Virgil, come on up, Virgil. There's still time to come up.
That is a good smelling candle, though. Like I said last week, it's just got that slight undertone of Ralph Lauren polo.
From Yankee Candle? Christmas tree?
No. This is, I can't read it. It's rubbed off now, but it got one rubbed off on it.
You rubbed one off.
So this is my Autel scan tool that I had.
Oh, that's.
I bought this like right at 2 years ago when I was on my way back from Houston, and I bought it. Ooh, fire in the hole. It was used, and all I had to do is when I got it, it came in a big case just like this Matco one did. All I had to do is buy the annual license for it. So this is the Autel, the MaxiSys Ultra, and this comes with the VCI is actually a J2534 programming device, and that's what's more beneficial to me than anything. And then Matco, I mean, they're all built on Android tablets, but then, they build their software on top of it. And this one actually came.
Legend.
There he is.
This one actually came with. Oh, what's up, Virgie?
The legend.
The legend has arrived.
What's up, Virgil?
He's here to draw judgment on all of us.
Yes.
How you doing?
What's up, fuckers?
The
Nice.
fuck you up
What's
to?
going on?
Nice haircut. Nice haircut.
It's been about a week.
You need to dye it
Looks
green.
nice.
Man.
I should dye it green again. But
And the color.
What diet for St. Patrick's Day?
man, I ain't fucking Irish, man.
He's a fucking moonly Russian. What are you talking about?
What you're doing today? An old country drive tank. I come to America. I drive that. I don't know what happened. No, we're not stuffing envelopes, damn it.
He's a fucking candle salesman. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't have any candles here. Yeah.
Okay, what about Kirby
Tell that
vacuums?
to him.
No, dude, I remember the Kirby vacuum. Holy shit, that brings back fucking memories.
Door-to-door
Yeah.
sales and vacuum cleaners.
It still exists, actually.
I've heard that recently. I've heard that it is still a thing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What?
Now, not door to door, because you can go fuck yourself on going and knocking on someone's door these days. You're bound to get shot on the second house you go to. Like, no joke. You can't go door to door anymore unless you're 8 years old.
We used
Around
well,
here,
we
you'll
just
get
stopped going. We just stopped going door to door 2 years ago. It's harder here to get. You gotta apply for a permit. Like we focus on Lower Makefield, Langhorne, in there, and you got to pay. And it's not even to the township. It's actually to the Lower Makefield Police Department. You got to pay. It's $75 a month. You got to pay for 3 months, and then you have to have a background check on every one of your employees. Yeah. You got to get a list of all the streets you're going to hit and registrations of all the vehicles.
Wow,
so,
that's a
to
lot.
To go door to door, yeah.
Wow.
So like, you got to do the same thing here. The exact same process.
Really?
Yeah, if you like, and again, it's not for everybody. You know, this is my way of thinking. You know, everybody does their own fucking way of marketing. I believe in knocking on doors. You don't have to knock on doors to try to sell them something. You know what I mean? You can simply make a door hanger or a flyer where just letting people know, hey, just want to, there might be a little noise, a little congestion because we're working here. Just want to introduce myself, yada yada yada. Maybe leave a card or a pamphlet, because no one wants to be bothered. You know how it is. Someone's knocking on the door. You're like, what the fuck? The fuck do you want, bitch?
Especially if you're trying to pass out white envelopes to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. So we, that's what we used to do before things, you know what I mean? But now it's just been, I've been so busy. I've been slacking on just door hangers and flyers and shit. We've been so busy.
I bet you still like cash.
Well, who doesn't like cash? You know what I mean? Who doesn't like
Scott, what's up?
I like the cash. It's been busy. So between that, I just hired 2 other guys for. One guy's a day porter, was part time, and then I got somebody else running the street sweeper 3 nights a week. So I've been slacking. I mean, we just ordered a shitload of fucking door hangers too, but time. So.
But you needed a break.
Once I get a 3rd truck, I don't think I'll be doing door hangers. So and it's already in May. We're May 15th. So. I kind of dropped the ball on deciding what I'm going to do on that,
But you need a break.
Yeah, well, that's why I hired 2 other people. You know what I mean? I got a porter works part time, about 20 hours a week during the day, and then I have another guy running the sweeper 3 nights a week. So, and then we have 2 crews. We got the F-150, which I got so many clips. I'm slacking on videos, but I got. Like I bought we got the new Skag Cheetah, I got the new John Deere, and then I don't know if you see it. I got all these fucking videos and clips of the new Skag that I got.
We got a new Skag.
But I just been slacking. Here's something for you, Andrew. Like I bought it with the bagger and the weights. And I realized, I took it back to the dealer real quick because I realized with the bagger unit on, even though the bagger's not on there, right? But the kit is on there, the chute is smaller. So when you're cutting in wet grass, I'll show you, it sucks. Sucks bad. Like the John Deere 752, that thing cuts fucking beautifully. Like here's one of my guys coming out of one of my trailer with the John Deere.
Oh, yeah.
But you'll see the Skag in a second. If you see my trailer, you know that I painted it gray inside. There's the Skag at one of my commercial sites, and
that's a nice mower.
I don't know. I got another video of where it's wet. There's obviously the Vanguard. So it's a fast machine. So, you'll never cut grass that fast. But I just took it back to get that stupid baffle taken out because it's clogging up a little bit. So it's $16,000 just for the fucking machine. It came out to 20 with the bagger and everything, and it just $4,000 just for the
bagger. Jesus.
No, it's $15,900 just for the mower. The bagger's actually $3,000, but that's actually a 2-piece, believe it or not.
Wow.
So between that, I had them put a grass flap on it, so the whole thing came out to close to 20. But just the mower for the Cheetah 2 is $16,000. So you're talking with the bagger and the grass flap, came out to like $400 change a month. So
damn, man, that's crazy.
So that'd be 23 with everything.
And I just paid off the right mower. So, but I don't know, man. I thought
it too much money, Virgil. You need to buy a bad boy.
Yeah, I'm but you know, I don't know. Listen, I just want something that does the job and makes me money, man. I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. But
now Virgil,
I don't have a bad boy dealer.
Look here, we got a Dizzle in the house.
Dizzle, get up here.
Dizzle, what's up, man? I don't have a bad boy dealer. The nearest dealer to my house is OMB dealership. They're in Levittown, like 5 minutes away from my house, and they just sell Skag and Bobcat. So I am interested though in the Bobcats coming out with a new competition for Toro Dingo. So I am interested in that because we want a dingo bad. So I might get stuck buying a used one until I figure something out. But I forgot what the Bobcats Bobcat. I forgot what theirs is going to be called. But I know I need either a dingo or one of those mini X's that you and I, Jim, you and I talked about. I know I need one of those bad. So because
you mean like a mini Kubota?
Something like that, yeah. So something that not too heavy, doesn't make too much of an imprint, but does the job, if that makes sense. So like French trains, speaking of which. So but that's a topic right there I'd love to talk about.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Dude, I got
once in a while.
You see my new light I got? Let me show you my new light I got. For the videos I don't know if I'll ever have time to make. I even got one of these fucking things.
Oh,
that's the same one I got.
That's a professional photographer now.
Hey, look, what's the name on it? What's the name on the side right there?
I think I see an M or an N.
It says Nice Vetty. Nice Vetty. NICE. Yeah, Nice Vetty. It's got the logo of some kind of N.
I think it's the same one I got.
But that's pretty much it, man. I'm just I'm slacking on a few things, but I just got to it's Memorial Day weekend's coming, right? So we got shit. Everybody wants everything done yesterday to be done by Memorial Day weekend. So, and then shit should slow down a little bit until September. So,
which
but anyway,
means
that's my little mini rant.
Which means you have a window to take a mini vacay, you and the wife.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Yeah, probably in October, November. I just switched over to Verizon's Fios, so hopefully that'll work better. I was using T-Mobile for a while. T-Mobile has a business wireless router, if you will.
Yeah.
So it's been sucking ass sometimes.
Because if you're
almost became a target actually for my new toy, but I don't want to get dirty in trouble.
Oh, you.
I picked some here. I got some extras. I got an extra box for it too, actually.
Oh.
So.
Is it a 9?
What is it? 20 rounds in there, something like that. I'm sorry.
Is it a 9mm?
Yeah, I got a couple 9s. Yeah, I don't like the 45s that much. So, but
I got.
I don't know how much of it.
What's it?
I don't know how much of it you can. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, I'll say I've got a Caltech. I forget the number on it. It's not quite a 9mm, but what is it? 3s.
I got you.
380? You talking 380, Dirty?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 380.
Because that's a smidge down from the 9.
Yeah.
I just bought myself a late birthday present. I got the new spring. It's not new. Well, it's new, but it came out new. Springfield came out with the new the Hurricanes. It's a new well, if you guys don't follow handguns, there's no point in me talking about it. But it's just
pink. Oh, pink.
Handguns. Like Springfield makes Hey, you know what? Hold on, there you got a picture in the range. I'm sorry. Yeah, Springfield makes they make it's like a Croatian brand of firearms. So I like them. You know, 4 or 5 has too much of a kick for me. So I don't know. Anyway,
I really want to go get this new Hellcat that they have out.
Oh,
yeah, Spring. That's what I was talking about. That thing is beautiful, man.
Yeah, it is. So I've been a Springfield person my entire life, pretty much, and I went back when Springfield had the XD subcompact.
Yeah.
And looking back, that was a big ass gun. That was a massive gun. And then I got rid of that. And I got the XDS, and XDS is a much smaller frame, but I mean the Hellcat is tiny. I mean it's a single stack, but I mean still like that's a pistol.
I think for an everyday carry, I think it's great actually.
Yeah, that's what I use it for.
Neil, the 357, that's too much to carry, man. That's not even to me. I don't know. That's my opinion. Yeah,
What do you think?
357's dead weight, man.
What do you think of the Bodyguard?
You better off emptying it and use it as a beater to hit somebody with it because it's, I mean, whack. Yeah, just whack somebody with that thing. So, but
I want to judge. That's what I want. I want to judge, man.
Dude, those are bad.
I know some of them. Yeah.
I've shot one.
I've shot one when they first became popular. No, I don't have one. But when I went and got my concealed permit, this was like 2004, 5-ish, somewhere around there. And when the judge first started kind of showing up on the scene, my instructor had one. And I was like, I got to shoot that thing. And he was like, how about it?
That's got to be loud.
Did it not get back?
I mean,
dirty?
Oh, dude, it's got some force. It's got some pow. That's for damn sure.
Willie, what do you shoot with that thing?
Oh no, I do not have one. I'm saying I've shot one.
Oh, I thought you had one. I'm like, dude,
no.
Do you shoot with that?
Beavers.
Basically, it's basically fucking bird shot, snake shot.
Dude.
So have you had to shoot many beavers recently?
Oh, look.
Don't know. I haven't been up to the lake in the hot
second. Of course I judge. Yeah, that sounds fucking crazy, man. That sounds. I think it's more of a hobby thing, more of a toy than it is.
It is, but you imagine somebody busting through your door and you got that thing. That's gonna stop somebody real fucking fast.
Game over.
Yeah,
done.
I'm sure it'll be intimidating. I'm sure it's intimidating as fuck seeing that thing. I mean, God damn.
Dirty. If you got a 20 gauge shotgun, go.
Yeah, either one.
I almost forgot we're live. I almost slipped there and said something stupid.
No, don't do that.
No.
No, the gosh, shit.
Because people run from that sound.
I had to catch myself there. But
Scott,
anyway.
you still in here? We had a hell of a...
Oh, you know what I tried? I spoke to Ron today. I had to check on him.
Ron, you still here?
I was washing it, and then
Of course he's still here.
I had to wash my aunt's house. So Jim, check this out. Well, my aunt's house has like the backyard. My uncle sided, but the rest of the house is fucking stucco. So
stucco sucks.
She asked me to wash it, right? I'm like, fuck this shit, power washing shit. So I'm like, let me see what my uncle's got in his garage and shit. So he's got the he had the 30-second wash that you hook up to your hose.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you guys have seen that. Yeah, I'm like, damn. So he had that. Dude, you know what's funny? I'm walking in my aunt and uncle's garage, and it's crazy the amount of shit he's collected. He's got, my aunt gave me, it's like a long stick with two plastic wheels on the bottom. On the top, it's got the handle. On the bottom, it's got scissors. I'm like, what the fuck is my uncle doing with this thing? You want to cut grass?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. The little edge snipper thing. Yeah,
that's
this is on the bottom.
I've seen those.
I'm like, like for a lawn barber. I'm like, how the fuck does that make sense? But so I use that today.
It can be handy for trimming certain spots, but beyond that,
I don't know about that. But he had some cool shit in there. Yo, he had an old drill that you crank by hand.
I've got one of those on my wall.
He had some cool shit in there. But anyway, so I tried the 30-second wash on the siding, and then I'll tell you what, for one, those little cans, the bottle goes quick, right? And then I realized if you have like old shit on your siding, on your stucco, you got to do some scrubbing to loosen up whatever crap is on there.
Stucco's a bit, man.
Yeah, stucco sucks.
Yeah, Ron was telling me that too. I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it, but I got pictures. Excuse me, but the second time I used the second bottle on the siding, a lot of the green shit came off. So I realized how important, I guess, you guys need your power washers to get that shit done, because like she doesn't have a lot of great pressure coming out of their.
Oh, dude, it's not even the pressure. It's all in the chemical, man. It's that 30 second shit is nothing but overpriced 10% bleach. That's all it is, man. You'd be better next time if you have to do that again. Just go to the store, get some fucking bleach from the laundry aisle, dilute it 50-50 with water, and spray it on there. That shit will disappear.
I guess for the siding, I couldn't reach her window. The bottle looked great. She had two stains. The second story, yeah, you take out the little red cap and it launches pretty good. But that bottle goes quick, and I'm like, what, Andrew? The bottle doesn't last long. It doesn't last long at all.
That'd be the straight one, straight on.
Yeah, if you take the red cap off, it'll go a lot. The stream will go a lot farther. So I let it sit for like 10 minutes. I rinsed it off. You can see the difference of taking shit off. I mean, I really don't pay attention. So I really don't. I was picking Ron's brain a little bit today, but because I've been debating back and forth on our commercial sites to offer the power washing. So
I think
I got so much hate that I don't know yet.
There's money there, especially when you're already on site.
If you want to know about money, talk to Dirty and Will.
Well, I figured I'm surrounded by information, right, for you guys, but almost every shopping center has a fucking restaurant, and these dumpster, I don't know, call them dumpster pads, but they got these mini picture. You know where I dump my garbage in dumpsters? Picture a mini dumpster that fills up with fucking grease. Yeah. And they're right by the dumpster. So that came up a few times with a couple of property managers and then obviously the front of Applebee's and them. So I don't know, man. I mean, it comes up. I was talking to my buddy Rob about it, and he's like, "Well, he said my problem is your problem is you just see money. So you see all these fucking emails keep coming up for all these bids and fucking." I'm like, so I don't know. It's a lot for me to think about right now. I'm trying to figure. I got to get past Memorial Day because we have all these fucking projects going on. So, but it's definitely something for me to think about this year. That's for sure.
Dude, shit, it's
as much as
bike
I don't
week
want
down
to.
here, man.
It's
Summer's
bike week.
here. Bike week official. Yeah, dude, there was a veterans rally today, and past the house, 400 motorcycles in one run.
That must have been loud.
So,
that must have been loud.
That was crazy.
Okay, which one of them broke your window?
None, thankfully. But they were going from Merle's Inlet down to Charleston and back.
Damn.
That's some ride. Was it longer if they stayed closer to the coast than if they go out to, say, 95?
Well, the point is to take the back roads and stuff, but they take the coastal highway 17 down to Charleston, and they take back roads. Basically make a D. They take the straight leg, which is 17, down to Charleston. They eat lunch somewhere, and then they circle back around through the back country through Georgetown County and Williamsburg County and back into Merle's Inlet.
What if they end up parking right in front of your house?
Good luck.
Are you gonna come out asking, what the hell are you guys doing?
So I start selling tickets.
Shit, if they do it again next year, I'll have a couple of chicks out there on stripper poles. I don't care. I'll make some money.
Neil, listen, man. Besides all the commercial stuff that we do, dude, I have to admit, even with power washing, dude, you can make good money just fucking cleaning fucking patios and shit, and then resealing them. I mean, you don't even have to fucking mow. So,
dude, there's a guy here that all he does is driveways and surface work. That's what we call it. That's all he does, and he does damn good.
Dude, certain guys laugh at me when I call mowing mailbox money because that's all it is. Mowing just becomes mailbox money after a while. But I think what's his name? I think it's called Trident. If I look it up, I think they sent me something to take a. I'm assuming they're selling something because I think they're offering a free course on doing hold on, on doing I can pull it up. It's called Trident T University. They got like a course or like a free course to do pavers and how to seal it and shit. So
yeah. Try
it's called Trident T3 University. Yeah. So
they're out of Florida.
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't know how much time I have for that. So it's fucking May 15th. We're thinking about snow already.
You're just starting to get heat, and they're thinking about snow.
Yeah, think about it. In August is what? May, June, July, August, right? So in 3 months, we're bidding already for snow.
Yep. Won't be long.
I guess that makes sense.
So,
because about November to about February is when you usually get. End of February is when you usually get snow.
Extremely high.
You got to have your commercial contracts before then. So, you either, especially if you're bidding on an HOA or all them, it's usually August, September is when you're bidding on plowing and your landscaping for the next, for the following year. So I try to stay away from 1 year contracts because I'm trying to stay at 3 and 5 years. But obviously, if I want something bad enough and I got to suck it up and stay at a 1 year, I'll go after 1 year just to get my ass in the door. But dude, there's so much. Even with power washing, I see fucking Ron and I looked up a company that comes around here. They got a fleet, and oh man, what the fuck's their name? Shit, I forgot. Ron looked it up for us, and there's so much money out there. It's just insane.
There's always money.
I just
you gotta pick and choose where you want to be.
Well, yeah, like I told my wife, you can't be everything to everybody. You know what I mean?
No, so, there's a fine line right there, dude. That's a fine line.
Oh yeah, So I get sucked in sometimes, man. Like I gotta be careful. Like June 28th, I think I'm not around because that's I'll be up in Pittsburgh for a snow convention for plows and shit. But there's so much money out there. It's fucking ridiculous.
And I think we all get caught up in that the cogs of that wheel because we all have the ability to look around and see the dollar bills. It gets pretty easy to go, ooh, make money there, and it's hard to sit back and go, no.
I told Elise today, man, I need to start. We were talking about just different shit over lunch, and I told her I need to start taking my own advice, man. I gotta stop getting sucked into certain things, man. But I don't know. I gotta figure out which direction I'm taking things. So.
Right. You do have a good bit to think about right now with that.
Cruz,
I'm sorry?
that's when you expand, Cruz.
I said you do have a lot to be thinking about with all that right now.
Dude, it gets a little crazy. So, what is it? We cover. Yeah, you don't even. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on where you live and shit. So, but even with street sweeping, I mean, I'm 45 minutes to an hour away before my first site street sweeping, and then everything is 15 to 20 minutes away from each other before we head back. So that I don't have a choice on. So I think Cruz. I think it depends on where you live in your area. You know, you got to follow the money.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, Cruz is right when he says
because
this.
that's a dirty. If I'm not mistaken, that's a big area.
That's a huge area. But what he said above that is the fact that trades are, you know, skilled and highly skilled and everything down. They're screaming for people that know what they're doing.
Oh yeah,
Florence to Rock Hill. That's what, 2 hours or 3?
It's about an hour and a half, really.
2 hours.
Yeah, probably less, really. If you know how to get around it, probably about an hour, 15, hour and a half.
Realistically, that's still a big area.
Yeah, they're covering some. He's covering some
and
miles.
Then so he's covering 2 hours. This other, so he could easily go 4 hours in the circle.
In driving?
Wow. Oh yeah. I mean,
whole area.
if you circled that area, that's a third of the state.
Yeah.
Damn,
that's a big
more
area.
miles. That's more miles than I track. That's for sure. So, but that's
Eden,
way.
What's up, man?
What the waffles? So
Eden.
That's way more miles than what we rack. So, but the sweepers rack up the most miles. I mean, I get pissed off at the mileage sometimes, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, anymore now. I mean, I don't do anything. I bet I don't travel more than 15 minutes from my house.
I wish we can do that, but I just can't. You know what I mean? So
I'm just the density of neighborhoods on the beach here. It just makes it so easy, man. I don't have to go anywhere else.
Is it still growing?
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Getting more dense,
that's awesome.
Dirty?
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to fight it too, and I see both sides, so it's kind of hard for me to weigh in. But
so, how quickly is it growing? Do you think fast?
Very fast.
Oh, is it? You got a lot of people down there.
Yeah, it's and in comparison to a lot of places, no. But given what this place was just 5 years ago, yes. But the thing is the bulk of it is people with a lot of money, and so it's just not there's.
They want the beach. That's what they want. That's why they're moving.
Who showed up? Oh, Eden, what's up, man?
What?
Eden.
What is this unauthorized personnel on a live stream thing going?
Hey, look, man. When float doesn't show up, it's gonna go awry every time.
Man, you're digging the bottom of the barrel, though, Jim.
I know.
That's all right. What's going on, Andrew? How are you?
How are you doing?
Oh man, busier than heck, dude. I gotta get my camera right. There we go. Now
Andrew's the official weatherman.
I know he's the official weatherman. And when I go head to the south, I'm going to check with Andrew to see if it's a good time.
There you go.
Well, if you want traffic, talk to Dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty's the traffic guy.
Oh, dude.
Dirty knows the South Carolina like the back of his hand.
Well, that's because he's born and raised.
Yeah, I could definitely give you some advice on roads. That's for sure.
Oh,
Definitely which ones not to be on.
Yeah.
I just want to know where the freshest, best seafood ever is. That's all I want to know, Jim.
Oh, with
freshest seafood?
About anything. There's about 20 restaurants that I could throw a rock at right now.
Perfect.
Time it right because it'll be busy.
All the boats are less than a mile away.
So, true story. Laura's from the Long Beach, Washington, is where she went to school and graduated and everything over there. So that is, of course, Long Beach. It's on the coast. And so we try to go back every year or two over there and spend a week on the beach. And I absolutely love seafood. I mean, fish, yeah, not so much. But you start talking calamari and crab and all, yeah, dude, night and day.
Dude, we eat it at least twice a week.
Oh, usually. So after about the 5th day of just straight seafood, I'm like, can we get a pizza or something? You know,
been there.
Oh,
fresh cod, so many days in a row.
And then, of course, all my family, they were from the Oregon coast and Washington coast, up by Seattle and all in that area. So, yeah, so I grew up on the ocean when I was younger, but then when I got a little older, we moved inland, and now
got pushed inland.
Yeah. Now I'm a mountain boy.
So eventually, you're gonna move back to the coast.
We've looked at buying a cottage on the coast, Andrew, but instead we bought our 5th wheel and then we just travel everywhere.
Go wherever the hell you want to go.
That's right. That's right. Which 2 years ago, we spent 3 weeks on the coast in the wintertime. So, you know, and then we ran down to the desert of Arizona for the heat. But yeah, no, nothing wrong with the ocean other than it rains a lot over on the West Coast.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle, Portland, Salem. You know, you get down to Southern Oregon and Northern California. They call that the banana belt of the West.
Yeah.
It doesn't rain quite as much down there, but you know, in the wintertime it still can hit 60 degrees. So it's beautiful country. Beautiful country. Redwoods and beaches. It's like, oh my gosh.
Well, how's that shop going, man?
It's absolutely huge, Jim. I took trailer load after trailer load out of my garage, and my garage went from completely packed in to manageable, and we moved the shop, and we look at the shop now because it's so big, it doesn't even look like we added anything in there.
Right.
The thing is huge. But I'll say this, Jim, we do not like having the shop away from the house. Because every time you do something, you got to go to the shop.
You got to go to it.
You know, I can't wake up Saturday morning with my coffee and go out and fix things. I got to drive to the shop and do it. And, hey, look, check it out. Wait,
mine won't ever do it.
There we go, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one I
like.
Mine will never do it.
Well, do you have an iPhone?
Actually, the iPhone is my camera right now.
Yeah, that's what mine does. See, I'm Apple, baby.
Are you serious?
That night, afternoon.
I don't know.
I can't get that on the laptop.
So, Jim, honestly, we love the shop. It's huge. It's everything that we need. But Laura and I are both in agreement that we want the shop at the house. And we've actually been looking at properties that we can sell this place,
right,
and have the business at the house. We actually made an offer on a place 2 weeks ago. And the problem was, not to get too deep, but we were contingent on the sale of this house.
Right.
And somebody came in with a cash offer. Boom. And so we got bumped. But
that's today's real estate.
So, you know, I always say when it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and in time it will happen. But,
cash offer is best.
You know, I don't have $500,000 sitting in the bank where I can just cash offer a place. So I got all my equities tied up in this place. So, and I can't sell this because there is absolutely no rentals available in my area. None.
Even on the outside edge of town?
There ain't nothing here, Andrew. Nothing.
A rental, it just becomes a pain in the ass because then you got to move again.
I'd be living in my RV. That's where I'd be living. So, yeah, no, well, when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But yeah, we're going to try to find a place, a couple acres that has the shop and we can run the business out of and we can live there. And
what if you have to build?
And that could be if I can get some acreage with a good house that I have to build a shop, I could do that. But the whole thing of it, Andrew, honestly, is we have a 5-year plan. If we can't have it paid off in 5 years, we're not going to do it. So, are you making any money still? Will, no, actually, all my computers are shut off at the moment. There's just not much profit in it. So, the money that I am making is from trading. Buying and selling cryptocurrencies, which is I pretty much stick to Bitcoin anymore. But
because Bitcoin's worth the most compared to Ethereum and Doge.
Yeah. There's other ones, the smaller ones, but yeah, I still do a lot of watching the markets, buying, selling, trading, and stuff. Yeah, but my mining rigs are all shut off. They're in the garage, just sitting there doing nothing.
Will's got him some new toys with
Oh yeah,
mining and stuff. Yeah, tell him to get his ass back up here. He's still down in the basement. But
Will get up here.
Will's mining right now?
There you go.
I've got a new mining setup going here. Ooh, ASICs, nice, dude. I wanted to get an ASICs game, but it's so tough, and so I was so heavy into GPUs. I just stayed with GPUs. But I always wanted to get into ASICs. I don't know. It's a tough deal. ASICs can be so tricky. You got to get in that initial shot to make the money. If you're late to the game, you're not going to make anything, get paid off. But overall, I can't complain. I made a crap ton of money. But I've been mining now since, what is that? September 2019. So
like 4 years.
I should have the rigs running just for some future speculation, but I've been so swamped with mowing, dude.
Got to pick your battles.
4 to 5 years now.
It's been ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. No, September 2017. Sorry, not 1970. I had to fix that.
That's 7 going on 8 years now.
Yeah, you call it funny money all you want. I can tell you what, it went to my U.S. dollar in my bank account, and there was a lot of zeros behind that. So
it spins. That's all that matters.
It does. Yes, it
money is always good money.
Initially, I called it fun money because you take a little bit here, a little bit there, and buy toys and man stuff, and then it got to be too big of numbers to where I had to like the tax man was getting serious. So
yeah,
part of the fun money could have been buying your camper, RV camper.
Yes, it did pay for that, Andrew.
There you go.
Yes, it did.
The more you know.
Yeah, but the problem is you got to you're paying the tax man is serious on that crap, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't skirt the system anymore.
No,
for the past few years, you haven't been able to.
You're like 40% on that stuff. It was just absolutely brutal.
They're gonna find a way to make their money.
Uncle Sam's gonna get his, and yeah, you're paying capital gains on that stuff, and it is serious. Like I said, it was like 40%.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a high number now ever since last year.
Sorry, Jim. I didn't want to take over your stream as far as.
Oh, you're fine, man.
Crypto
conversation. We're good.
Yes. Cryptocurrencies are real, and you can make money at it. And Will, I wish you all the best, buddy. You can seriously, man. I struggled for a couple years, and I just stack crypto, and I take a little bit out, just pay the electricity bill, just to make it pay for itself for a long time. And then that last rise when we hit $60,000+, I cashed out. I was just like,
will it hit 80? Do you think at some point?
We're gonna hit 100 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bunch sitting there waiting, and I'm just like, I could cash it out now and make a lot of profit, but I'm like, I'm going to be losing 25-30% if I cash out now. So let's just sit on it. I don't need it. It's just sitting there. So,
well, so when the market does, when it does go up,
Andrew, we're at 65,000 right now in Bitcoin. So you figure 100,000. So there's another 35%. So for every $10,000 you have invested, you're making an additional $3,500. Yeah, well.
That sounds better than the stock market.
I know.
If you play it right.
Yeah. You got to be very, very patient. Wait your turn and just wait.
It is the long game of long games.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Sounds like longer than golf.
You almost just got to forget that it's there, but you throw money at it.
Don't even get me going on golf, Andrew. I haven't played this year, dude. Oh my gosh.
I haven't played golf in like 5 years.
Oh, I love golf. I absolutely love golf, but I've been so busy I have not played.
I pour some gin and I swing a club. I don't know if you call it playing golf or not, but there's a white ball that goes across some grass.
Well, so after the last 2 years of building the business, I literally had zero time for myself. And I told Laura this year, I said, we've grown enough. We're hiring crews. I said, we've got to make some time for ourselves during the mow season. We just have to.
Yep.
And he goes, what do you want to do? Do you want to golf or do you want to cornhole? And I'm like, don't make me choose.
Oh, Laura, really? Really, Laura?
So anyway, I got back in the cornhole game, and I've been playing really, really hard, playing tournaments, and yeah, it's been a good run. So, and either game, the best part about either game is usually there's beer involved. So
yep.
Yeah. So eventually, you and Laura just could take the two of you just go on a cruise.
A cruise? Andrew, we just got back from Arizona this winter in March.
No, a cruise on a cruise ship.
Oh, heck no.
I hate cruise ships.
No. I want to be out in the desert with nobody else and my dogs and like a pretty cactus or something. And nobody else.
That's what I would choose in a heartbeat. Yeah. Isolation.
Yes.
So I guess Chip is okay with the heat, huh?
Pip? Oh yeah, Pip. So we went
Pip.
down 2 years ago. We were in central South Arizona, which is technically the Chihuahua Desert. And, that's where her heritage is from, is Chihuahuas, the Chihuahua Desert. Yep, she ran right out in the desert and thought this was awesome. And then the next thing I know, she come running up to me and she had a jumping churro stuck to her nose. And I had to reach down and pull it off. And, of course, it got stuck and I had to flick it off. But, yeah, she loved it. Yeah.
That must have hurt.
She loved the desert, the metal detector, and dry washer. Dude, I will say this, Cruz, honestly. So here we have high desert, which is like sagebrush and stuff. And then just north of me, 10 miles, is the tree line, which we have national forest.
Mm-hmm.
And all that. So the desert here is what we consider the ugly part of our area. If you go down to Arizona, man, it's just like, holy crap, it's a whole different kind of desert. There's cactus and Joshua trees, and
that's what I want to see, man. I want to walk up to a Joshua tree. I've never seen one in
it's just a whole different level of beautiful. And now a lot of people probably that live down there look at that desert and say that's the ugliest thing in the whole world, because they see it every day. But to me, it's like, man, I go to Lake Mead and Mojave and Havasu, and then run down to Yuma, and then Joshua trees and all the cactus and stuff. It's just absolutely amazing to me. It really is. It's beautiful. So yeah, and then it's wintertime and it's 75 degrees. It's just horrible.
They can't beat that.
I remember last fall, my friend's parents went out to California to see the redwoods. They looked up at the redwoods like, holy shit, that's tall.
Yeah. Andrew, 2 years ago, we went to the redwoods. We went over the Oregon coast and then we're clear down the California coast to almost San Francisco, and then we cut across and went down to Yuma. But yeah, and when I was in the Air Force, I was stationed in Northern California, so I had seen the redwoods before. But yeah, they are spectacular. If you've never seen them, your jaw would just absolutely drop if you see them. You just go, oh my gosh, they're beautiful and huge.
Maybe Virgil should go out and see them.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're definitely pretty. I would go see them. If you've never seen them and you get a chance.
Where, Arizona?
Northern
Redwoods.
The Redwoods.
Redwood
Northern
trees.
California.
Yeah, I've got no desire to go there.
Yeah.
No?
Beautiful country.
Nah. Let me think. No.
We went down and one day we went down and we had clam strips on the beach, and then turned around and drove 15 miles inland into the redwoods, and it is nuts. Those redwoods are so big.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Shit.
Yeah,
cool. I don't have that kind of time. So, Doug, you ever go out to visit what's his name out in Utah? I think he's out in Utah.
Cody? You talking about Cody?
Cody. No, that landscaper. What the hell's his name, man?
Oh,
yeah.
Desert.
So I never visited. I can't think of his name right now.
I forgot his name now.
Desert Oasis?
No, he's up he's in Idaho, Washington.
No. I forgot his name. He's got like I think it's mostly a one-man setup, but he's got like 9-10 crews, something like that. And they were going out with the Hondas, then they were going out with Time Masters, and then I think he picked up a couple of Standards. But he's got a lot of trucks for like having just one. He would have guys.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name either. I know who you're talking about.
Give me a name, Dirty. I can't think of his name.
I can't remember, but I can see. I can see.
Yeah, if I look it up, I'll find him. But
honestly, Virgil, I cannot remember his name. And there was a couple guys that wanted to hook up with me when I was down in Arizona, but honestly, I'm on vacation and I'm just like, no.
No, I don't want to see anybody.
Well, what if they came up to you like you guys are at the same restaurant? It's like,
Lawn Thumbs.
Hey.
What's that, Virgil?
It was Lawn Thumbs.
Lawn Thumbs. Yeah. What's his name? Brad. Starts with a B.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, him and I had a disagreement about 3-4 years ago, and we don't.
Gotcha.
Sorry. I think that's the guy. The young guy with the acne.
That's not who I was thinking of. I don't think. See you later, Cruz. Good night.
Maybe I got the wrong guy. No, he's in Utah.
Utah.
Yeah. He's in Utah. I've actually messaged him a few times. He's out of just outside of Ogden, and he's a great guy. And he has grown. He's 2.3 million, 2.5 million right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Most of his guys are one-man. Most of his guys are one-man guys. They're not even.
Yeah,
he might have
one man.
Unless they're doing spring cleanups or fall cleanups, most of the guys are one guy. He's got like a fleet of like half a dozen trucks that go out.
Yeah, I think he's up to 9 or 10 now that run. Plus, he has a sprinkler division. Plus, he has a garden division. And no, a great guy. And he live streams on Saturday mornings, and I always jump on his live streams. He's awesome. He will give you any information that you ever ask to help you out. He's a good guy. Yep.
Yeah, I asked him about the garden services because I'm like, I don't understand. Like, you guys planting for tomatoes, peppers? Because Marquel, when he used to work for me, that's what he wanted to do. He just wanted to pre-build come January, February. He was going to pre-build gardens, and then help people do their organic gardening and shit. But when I spoke to him, that's not what they do. When he calls it gardening, he calls it like spring cleanup and shit.
Yeah, he
does like
everything outside of the grass.
So he's in a very large town area, and so he has a lot of like doctors and stuff that have high-end homes, and they don't care what it pays. They just want no weeds in their flower beds, and that's what he calls gardening.
I got
so
you.
he actually
and that's what we sum it up to. It's you've got high-end landscapes with a lot of details.
Right, and he specializes. He has a crew that specializes in taking care of that stuff. And I've talked to him about it, and it wouldn't work in my area because I don't have. My area is more farming area. There's a lot of nice homes, but they're not. They don't have to keep up with the Joneses like in a big, ritzy high HOA neighborhood. So I've talked to him about it. We thought about it, but it's not something that would work here.
Well, Doug, where you are, y'all have views. You don't have to create them. That's the difference.
Yeah, we have our nicer neighborhoods, and and we key in those neighborhoods, but we also know their neighborhoods as well. And it's.
But I mean, everybody out there, y'all have got grand views out there that you don't want to disturb. You don't want to look. You don't want to look, within your landscape. You want to look out.
Yeah.
I think that's a big difference too. Or
And Jim and I have talked about this a million times. High end is what we key in on, and Jim's the same way. High end, high quality work. But as far as weeding and flower beds and go, I take a weeder through there and I'll knock down your weeds that grow up. But I'm not bending over to pull a weed. That's not. And even if I put a gardening division together, I couldn't come up with enough clients to support. We just have them here. So it's easier for us to go through the flower beds and spray them out, kill them, and then get the weeds done. And then, but we just don't have. I'm not in the ritzy neighborhood. There is one over by Boise, Idaho. It's called Eagle, Idaho, and my brother lives there actually. His HOA fees are $660 a month.
Yep.
Yeah, we're talking super high end, swimming pool, acre lots. People that just got stupid money. They don't care what it costs. They just want to make sure they look better than their neighbors.
Is it a huge subdivision?
Oh no, it's not subdivision. It's the whole town, Andrew.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
That's what we have here. I mean, we've got the Reserve, Willowbank, Devadu, Holly's. There's two more. The other one's slipping my name or in my head right now, but they're all literally gated towns, is what they are.
Yes. Yeah.
We spray it and we use quite a bit of Snapshot, but But any good.
I can't go over there. It's an hour and 15 minutes away from me. He's like, "Can you come over and clean up my brother?" And I'm like, "Dude, I would jump over there in a heartbeat." But with my truck and my trailer and my signage, I'd start getting phone calls. And I said, "I can't service your do it. It's too far away."
That's a long ride.
But the lawn care providers in that area, they go in there and literally, they'll do $30,000 bid on one property for a season,
Mm.
and then mowing and hedge trimming and Christmas lights and spraying, and it's ridiculous.
Oh, so they bundle everything, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's too far away from me. I'm out here in farm country. I'll stay out here and just do just fine.
Y'all got nice lawns out there, though, man. Good God, that stuff y'all know, man. That's just, and the scenery's like when y'all get towards the pastures and everything. Like, what was that? Your couple of videos back for the cows and everything. I was like, man, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, Will.
Honestly, Dirty, it's Kentucky bluegrass. That's all it is.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay.
Oh,
yeah, that's what we have, and it stripes great. And
it does.
And if you got a bald spot, it fills in because it sends out runners and fills it in, kind of like a Bermuda. It's not quite as fast as Bermuda; it's a lot slower, but it'll fill in, and it stripes great. And that's what we have here. Is we're 90% Kentucky bluegrass, and it's just, and big properties, lots. The farmers around here, I always say this: farmers around here, they don't know how to plant anything under an acre. So when they're planting a lawn, it's like grass, So
if it weren't so hot down here, I would have chosen the Kentucky bluegrass.
So Andrew, actually, where I'm at, we're very, very, very hot and very dry in the summer, and there is actually several Bermuda lawns we mow here too.
Yeah.
Just so hot.
The bad thing about Andrew's, you could get away depending on what part of Greenville you're in. Andrew is really in a unique climate area because you go 10 minutes one way, you can't grow Bermudas and things like that because it's too cold. You go 10 minutes the other way, you can't grow Kentucky or fescues or anything because it's too hot. And literally, he is right on the line.
Just right.
Literally.
Yeah. Our Bermudas now are just greening up. It's starting to warm up here. But Kentucky bluegrass, we have 110, 105 every summer. And the Kentucky blue does stress a little bit in it, but it's fine. We're 100% irrigated here. There is
same here.
Yeah. So
that's what blew my mind about lawn land in general is all these people talking about lawns and I'm like, July rolls around, the grass isn't growing anymore. I'm like, it is really weird to find a house here without irrigation. It blew my mind when most of the other world, it's like irrigation doesn't exist. It's like,
yeah, they built a house behind me, brand new house. They put down sod and they did not water it. And it's been in the 80s. The only water that's been put on it is rain.
Wow.
Now the lawn looks like crap.
That'll happen this time of year. It'll stress it out real fast.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, you fell over. There you go. I had to put my earbuds in. So Andrew, we were at 84 degrees today, 89 degrees tomorrow. The heat's starting to kick in.
Damn, you're warmer than we are.
Oh yeah, no, it's hotter and crap here, Jim, in December. So usually by the end of May we hit 100 degrees. This year doesn't look like we might not make it. Triple digits might be June this year, but from June,
go from one extreme to the next.
Yeah, so June, July, August, September, and the last half of September we'll start cooling off. But we'll have every summer we'll have 30 days in a row over 100 degrees.
Well, we toe that line usually in August and early September, but
yeah. So and then we get absolutely no rain, none, zero.
Oh, dude, when it gets that hot here, that's when it rains every damn day because of the humidity. You guarantee 3 o'clock. Done.
Jim, our annual precipitation, including our snowpack, is 16 inches a year.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
we get that in a week.
Right?
Yeah.
So now you see why we're 100% irrigated because we have all the rivers. I live right on the Snake River. I mean, we just pump it out of the river. And so, so it gets hot here. It's very dry, low humidity. In the summertime, we'll bounce around 10% humidity. That's it.
Oh, well.
Willage, what's up, Will?
What up, Doug? How are you, man?
Dude, look at that. That arm works and everything. It's like clear up here. Dude, Will, man, I haven't seen you forever, man. I always think about you, too. I'm like, I wonder how Will's doing.
Hanging in here.
Dude, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
How's the missus?
She's doing well. She's
actually, I
doing...
think about her, and I just like, oh yeah, Will too. But you know,
yeah, I'm the second thought. I get it though. Like I think about her more than I think about me too.
I miss you guys. Let's just put it that way.
I'll miss you guys too. Miss all of y'all. Like Brittany and I talk often. We're like, shit.
I gotta get that. There you go. Air hug. Air hug.
Say, come here. Group hug.
But yeah, I know you said to Jim, sorry for taking over a stream, but he's like, I don't care. It gives us something to talk about. But yeah, I got some new mining stuff going in.
So what are you mining on ASICs? Well,
I've got an immersion tank on the way to me, and it's basically it's like buying an air conditioning mini split where you get your inside unit and your outside unit, and so it should be here next week, and it has spots for 6 ASICs in it, or 6 S19s. And so I'll obviously just remove all the fans and all that from them and drop them down in there. And they're sending me I think it's 60 gallons of immersion cooling fluid, which is basically you know what all it is.
Oh yeah.
It's super non-conductive liquid. Everyone else is like, so it's water. Yeah. Put that in water. See what happens.
So, so I might just be a mowing guy, but I'm a supercomputer nerd. So everybody knows. So I actually built and developed my own air cooling system. And if you actually go back and look years ago, you probably find some videos on it on YouTube.
I remember them.
Go dig then.
And I could literally run my GPUs at 120 degrees and keep them under 65C just simply by air movement by my special baffles and my whole system that I built.
That's neat. And
yeah,
I was really, I was about to go that route. I was about to seriously order one of those, like a 20-foot cube shipping container, because they have them split now where you get half the length of it is going to be your mining hardware and the other half's going to be like a dry cooler.
Yep.
And I mean, just the thought of having a truck roll up in my parking lot and slide one off the back, and it's like, cool, put the miners in and go, is really appealing. But
and what's your input cost for your electricity there?
0.09
per
kilowatt hour.
What? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, that's cheaper than me, dude.
So I didn't realize up until kind of recently that the state of Georgia is actually the number 2 state of cheapest places to mine. Period.
I'm 6.4 cents here, and that is dirt cheap. Cheap.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm saying the dollar. So I'm at 9 cents.
Oh, okay. So you're more than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And guys, just to clarify, so we're not talking way up here, your electricity cost is a major cost when it comes to cryptocurrency. So when I'm running all my rigs right now, I'm pulling about 5,300 watts continuous to keep mine going.
How many GPUs do you have?
I'm at 36.
That's a lot. So now I'm sure where the advent came for you is when the mining difficulty got to a certain difficulty level.
Yeah, I shut them.
That's when GPUs became inefficient and not money making.
Right.
And so, also talking to everyone else, ASICs, what we keep talking about is it stands for application specific integrated circuit. And so an ASIC is made just to mine. That's all it's made for. And so it's not even a computer that you can do anything else. GPUs you used to be able to take, graphics cards that could be used to power graphics on your computer and use them to mine.
I got a whole bunch of 30 I got a whole bunch of 3060 Ti's out there just sitting there collecting dust, not doing anything. And I'm like, that would be a great gaming PC.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be a hell of a PC.
But they're just sitting out there doing nothing right at the moment because I turned them off.
I was telling Jim last week that I had just about a month ago, I went out and I got me the new Apple M3 laptop with M3 processor. It has 40 GPU cores in it.
Nice.
So for a laptop, I kid you not, I can set this thing to mine Monero, and it will mine me about $3 a day, just a laptop, which is pretty good. I mean, you can't find that in something that takes a little amount of power.
So, Will, I originally started, I was running Windows, and then I figured out quickly that was the stupidest thing ever. And then I jumped over to Linux systems, and now I run, my hard drive is a thumb drive, and that's what I use. And all my mining rigs, they all contain like 10 GPUs on each rig, and they're custom built platforms. And I built them all to fit in my air cooling. And yeah, I just the last few years hasn't been real good, so I haven't done much with them.
Get it?
And I thought about expanding and doing more, and I probably should, but it's just like the mowing business has been absolutely nuts.
That's a good problem to have.
It could make you money while you're making money.
It's somewhat hands off, but you still have to keep your hands on it. And
yeah,
I'm only one guy, and like I think Jim said earlier, it's just a matter of priorities. You gotta just, dude, I'm only one person.
Yeah,
and
it sounds like you're at the point hardware wise where like it's cheaper for you to just buy one Bitcoin and hold on to it for a few years, and you're going to make more money just holding on to that one Bitcoin than you are investing in any more hardware.
That's what I sell it high and buy it low, and I just trade it back and forth. And then how I do it for tax purposes, I don't claim all my trades. Probably not the right way. I claim it when I trade it to USD, and it goes to my bank, and then I pay capital gains on it, which is a crap ton.
Yeah.
So
I'm learning because I just sold Dad's house within the last month. And that's gonna be fun to deal with.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh.
I brought my paperwork to my CPA, and he went, "What in the world?
What are you doing?"
He's like, "Oh my gosh!" Because I run the cryptocurrencies under my personal, not my LLC and my business.
Yeah, smart.
And so it's separate entities. And he's like, "Holy crap, you are in so much trouble. You're gonna pay a lot on this." I'm like, "Oh no." But there's nothing you can do. There's nothing.
The deed has been done.
There is nothing. You cannot hide it. There's no way around it. So I can't say hide it. There's no way to operate within the specific guidelines to your advantage when it comes to cryptocurrencies.
Oh yeah, no, because all the KYC that's done everywhere.
As soon as you change it to US dollar and you ship it to your bank, it is traceable, and you are just absolutely screwed.
Yep.
So
there's without going in. Oh damn it! There goes my fucking snack cake on the ground. Shit.
Yeah. No, Will. You can move it around all day long in different minor cryptocurrencies, but as soon as you get US dollar to your bank, you're just absolutely screwed.
Using that one browser that starts with a T and is 3 letters long, where you can access a certain corner of the web, and it's real low in nature.
I remember that one.
The deep web. There's ways around down there, moving money around, and that is commonly known as illegal. You can move money around in certain ways, and it's not
frowned upon.
Yeah, frowned upon. It's not illegal. It's just frowned upon. Like masturbating on an airplane.
So
Yeah.
a lot of I'll tell you some problems, okay?
Oh,
So
that's good.
this is good when your kids are going to college and their government help is based off of your income, and then you have a bonus year on cryptocurrencies. You don't get much help from the government for your kids to go to college. So now it compacts, so then all the tuition relies on you. It gets nuts, dude.
You're speaking to me because we're right there in that boat.
Yeah.
Because we got one going to college next year, and
Right.
So she's fully funded based upon her grades.
Yes. Thankfully, Emily's sitting right there, and she had a 4.0, so she got lots of scholarships and stuff. But yeah, it's good job, Em. I love you. But yeah, it is. Yeah, when you fill out your FAFSA and stuff, and it's just like, oh my god. Yeah, so there's just the outlying difficulties of
ramifications.
Yeah, especially when you get a run up in 2019, you sell everything off, and it's just like, oh my gosh. It's like you can't hide it. You cannot hide it.
No,
you can't hide enough.
And that's the one of the main fallbacks, this digital transformation that the entire world is, in the middle of. I mean, we are screwed royally when it comes to AI. AI is going to ruin us humans.
Yeah. So we went out 3 years ago, and we hired a high power CPA. We paid a crap ton of money for this guy, and he saved us a bunch of money over the years working within the guidelines that are set by the U.S. government.
Right.
And then every year we do a mid-season review, most seasons. So like in July, Laura goes in and meets with them and says, okay, here's our books. This is what we spent. This is what we got coming in. What do we need to do? And
what do we need to cook?
Oh my gosh! Last year he's like, you need to spend more money. And I'm like, wait, no, because every dollar you spend out of the business is less money in your pocket.
Yeah.
And last year we had to spend more money, and this year I'm spending a crap ton of money, and I'm sure he's going to say spend more money, and I'm like, no.
It's like all these things, like exactly what you're describing right there, along with, several other industries and other situations we've all, been through. It's like the world and the economy and the way everything works, it perpetuates us as adults to never retire and for us to continuously work and never get out of that cycle. It's like the hell.
I was waiting for Jim to jump in here. I'm like, Jim, what's the answer, dude? They just want us to work to pay them?
Yeah.
Wake up, Dirty.
Yeah.
I was like,
I get the same conversation from Walt all the time. I mean, it's usually around August. It's like, okay, what have you bought? So we can compare what you need to go do.
When is Walt going to retire?
I don't know that Walt will.
Are you saying he might die doing CPA stuff?
He probably will. I mean, dude, Walt is the uber CPA nerd, dude. I mean, that is his life to him. That and softball, and he's getting too old for softball.
Yeah, Jim, I don't know the answer, but it's really, really, really hard to put away money, and within the guidelines that are given to us, and make money. It's just like the more you make, it's the more they want. And it's just like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking numbers with a lot of zeros behind them. And it's just like, are you serious, dude?
I'll pay you $350. The end.
it was ridiculous. I was writing quarterly tax checks that were 5 digits. It's like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't need to fund Africa. I don't need to fund. It's just like, come on.
But you are.
There's 2 villages in Africa instead, okay?
It's tough.
Let's stop funding the war effort.
But we did switch. We did switch. We are now an S corp, and so I don't have to pay quarterlies anymore, and that helped a ton. That saved us a lot of money. But it's just like, oh my gosh. And not to not saying anything bad about our U.S. government, but it is very, very, very expensive to fund them.
Oh yeah.
And all their agendas.
Yep, and that's a very good way of saying that. That's very well said. In all of their agendas, because that's what it is. I mean, everything's politics now, and without getting into politics, you said that very well. Because like you can't talk politics with anyone now, and I refuse to.
I would hate to see what a multi-million, like a 20, 30, 100, $200,000 million business pays the government. No. I don't even know how they did it.
That would be a number I'd like to see.
Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you go start that business, Andrew. Let us know how it turns out.
No, I'm just saying I'd like to see that number.
Start that business, you'll get to real quick.
I'm wondering if Walmart will be one of them.
Dude, I tell you what, and this is Laura's thing. We absolutely refuse to go to self-checkout anywhere.
Yeah.
I do at Home Depot just because I can walk up and walk out.
Yeah.
I do at Home Depot. That's the only store.
We won't do it. We won't do it. We're paying to go to their store. We're buying their products. They're going to service us.
And I hate that because our Walmart went to this shit here recently where you cannot, like, especially if you go in there at night, there's not a single person on a register. And it's like,
no,
when I'm like injured, like, 4 months ago, and I walk up to a register and I have a fucking cart full, I was fucking pissed, heated off, because it's like, I can't move all this shit out of my cart again. I just can't.
Well, and then here's the other thing, Will. There is, how can I say this? There always is a cash part of everything that we do. And so that cash part pays for a lot of our personal items that we purchase.
Yep.
So then you go to a self-checkout register and you pay cash and you have to hit the little button so an attendant can come over. Because a lot of the self-checkouts won't take cash, they only take card. So then you're waiting for somebody to come over anyways. Yeah, we just don't even do it. It's like, nope, I'll go in the line where there's a cashier.
Because
we'll just take care of it.
The self-checkouts I've seen have that little bill receiver.
Some
lot
places,
of them they won't. Let's say you have a store like Home Depot is a great example. At our Home Depot, that you have 6 self-checkouts. They will usually only have 1 or maybe 2 of them that actually have cash in them, and all the others stay card only on the screen. So they don't even load. They don't take the time to put cash in all the machines at the beginning of the day.
Right.
Yeah, because my Home Depot only the only time they put the little note on the machine is when the little credit card machine stops working. So we have one grocery store in town. Yeah. We're a big whopping metropolis here. We have one grocery store, and they have self-checkout. But every time you go in there and you have to pay cash, then you have to hit the little button, and then somebody has to come over. Anyways, I've had multiple conversations with employees there. They're like, "Well, you could just use self-checkout," and I'm like, "I have cash. You're gonna have to come help me anyways." So why should I walk over there and have to hit the button where I can just stand in this line, wait my turn, and give you cash anyways?
I just found a 10 mil socket. Fucking lottery.
So my point is they promote the self-checkout so they don't have to do any work, but then when you get up there and you have cash, you got to hit the button, they have to come over and work anyways. Yep. And then I have to wait for them, get their happy little butts over there. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it.
I ain't doing it.
I heard Sam's Club wants to use AI to check your receipts on as you're walking out the door.
Oh, so we don't have Sam's Club here, Andrew. We have Costco, which is like sister company. But yeah, no, sorry. I pay for a service. I'm going to get service. Somebody's going to help me. That's just the way it is. Maybe I'm just too old school. Maybe I'm just too old, Jim. Am I too old?
He's aging on us.
But now the only thing I'm missing is one more 10 mil.
10 mil.
Still is it in the wash?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I'm not.
But as Will alluded to, I like Home Depot. I like the products, but part of the time you want an attendant to help you find something, there's nobody to be found.
Oh no, use at Home Depot, use the app. It tells you which aisle and which bay.
Yep.
It's awesome that way. Yep.
Although Home Depot is the most attentive of them all when it comes to people being around.
They're pretty good. I always do the cashier at Home Depot. Well, so they changed it, Jim. As a veteran, we get a discount at Home Depot, except on lumber. And
Really?
it used to be you had to go to the cashier, you had to show them your Home Depot card, then you had to punch in your code, and then your veteran discount came up. Now your veteran discount is attached to your Home Depot card. So when you go in there, you just slide your card, or you can pull it up on your phone app, and then you can get it that way. You have to punch it in. So you can do self-checkout and still get your discount. The problem is my Home Depot is in a dead area with no cell service. So you pull up your phone and you're like, I can't even get the app to come up.
So there's not much or any towers near you?
Dude, we're in the mountains, man. So there may be a tower the next hill over, but you're behind the one in between, and so you get no cell service. So Andrew, legitimately, I have areas that I go mow. We have no cell service where we mow, like 0 bars.
The lake where I used to go boating, you go partway up the lake. There's like no cell service. You'll be able to barely get a call and maybe 30 seconds of a conversation, and that's it before it cuts out.
Yeah, we got areas that there's no. We're all west.
Up in the mountains, literally. If Andrew would go 25 minutes to the north when you get up into the higher elevations, cell service sucks up there too.
And I understand that people out east, they're like, "What do you mean you don't have cell service?" Yeah, well, we're out west. There's lots of area, and there's no cell service in a lot of areas. So. Yeah, the phony no worky when areas. No worky, man. It's just like nope, I don't even have Spotify unless you download the songs. You got no music when you're mowing. That's just the way it is.
Oh damn!
Because there's a chunk of the middle of North Carolina which there is no cell service whatsoever or GPS.
Most of Western North Carolina because of the mountains.
I was gonna say that's half our state. That's half our state. It ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing. Well, out here it is very. Look at Andrew. Pull up a map of the populace of the United States, and hopefully they have like red grids. And then you get out west, and there's like spots.
Yeah,
there ain't nothing out here, man.
I'm gonna get going. I got early day tomorrow, unlike you guys. You know, man. Some of us have real work to do.
Yeah, we know that's not you, Virgil.
I gotta jump off here too. I gotta get up early in the morning, but I'm not going to work. Henley and I are going to see the new Planet of the Apes.
What? Oh no! I want to go see
the new Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Where you going to Philly?
Jim, tell us if it's good or bad.
Jim, I'm a Planet of the Apes buff. I own all of them.
I do too. I've got them all.
Oh, dude, I want to go see it. I want to go see it so bad.
I didn't know there was a new one.
Yes.
Yeah, it came out on the 8th.
Oh, okay.
Dude, my movie theater is 30 miles away. I might go for a matinee tomorrow because I got like a little bit of mowing and I can sneak out. Because the crew's going to handle everything tomorrow, so the boss can go play. I might.
There you go. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. We're going to go play.
Dude, no way.
But your second theater, you just have to walk about 30 feet downstairs.
All right, guys, I'm going to drop out because I'm sitting here telling Brittany what I want from Mickey D. So
all right, well, take care. All right, guys.
See y'all later.
Bye bye.
Good night, motherfuckers.